Last time in the Curse of Strahd. Our travelers had sprang up quickly to action against an encroaching wildman. The many twig blights surrounding each upon the bridge were set to flame by Rubicon's firebolt, as they were also cut down. Rufus had other ideas. The savage fairy grabbed the druid and carried him high into the air, soaring up 40 feet before dropping him from the sky. The blights had been cut down before the druid hit the ground. He arose dazed from the impact, not quite yet dead, but was quickly put out of his madness before being able to act again. So Shani spoke her complaints about slaying a druid, and proceeded to give the wild man a proper burial in a grave to the side of the road before moving on. Band experienced an air of unease upon entering the village of Barovia once more. The villagers could not be found, and the source was discovered at the center of the village. No small number of them had congregated and were surrounding a fearsome monstrosity with pitchfork and torch. The monstrosity turned out to be nothing more than another sentient being, a humanoid unlike which anyone else had ever seen. I told them its name was Doran, and asked where it was. Doran had been whisked away to these lands by the mist, same as the others, and now found himself in a dangerous territory. After the villagers were pushed aside, the band learned that Doran was a Loxodon. This explained his appearance. Not a creature sent by Strahd, just another unfortunate soul caught by the mists. With Doran joined, they sought out the local tavern and church, splitting off from each other in two groups. Dahlgrim, Rufus, Rubicon, and Doran all sat to drink at the Blood on the Vine tavern, exchanging tales and discussing their current circumstances. Ernest and Soshani, however, visited the church to steady his shaking hands and bury the cupcakes which they had found. Ernest still felt sure that they had been made using dead children kidnapped by the hag they had just fought off. And as he prayed to the Morning Lord led by Donovich, he felt his affliction wash away in a holy embrace. This greatly pleased the priest, as well as rendering Ernest's confidence in himself. The duo then made way back to the village's burgomaster's mansion while getting the rest of their party from the tavern. Ismark and Ireena could be heard arguing from within upon approach. It turned out that Ireena was berating Ismark for foolish thoughts. He wished to stay and watch an event called the March of the Dead, which occurred every midnight, when the spirits of the dead slain by Strahd rose up from the graveyard to march upon his castle once again. Ismark believed his father would be present as one of the spirits, since he had perished as a result of Strahd's presence and interference. Ireena scolded this boyish imagination. Their father was not slain by Strahd. He merely had a heart attack as a result of stress, only coincidentally as a consequence of the beast's presence, and not directly because of being slain like an adventurer of old. Nevertheless, the party could not leave now so late in the day already. It would be best to leave at first light on the morrow to provide ample daylight for their travels. The roads were always dangerous, but perhaps not as dangerous as during the night. And so, with time to waste, they all agreed to witness this March of the Dead, to awake before first light and set out on the old Svalak road. The group finally settled down at 8 in the evening for the night's sleep. A few bottles of wine had been drunk, and the various strangers spoke of themselves and their prior travels. It was at 1 hour before midnight that they awoke to set off for the cemetery. The band arrived before the darkest hour and waited. It began slowly, a light haze of green permeating the graveyard until finally, the spirits began to rise. Dead adventurers of all sorts rose from the ground and began a procession walking towards the castle high overhead on the bluff. It was Rubicon who made the first exclamation. He witnessed a familiar face amongst the crowd of spirits. His father's. The man wouldn't acknowledge his son. He couldn't. It was as if he had It was as if he was entirely unaware of Rubicon. And as the young adventurer pleaded with his father, he finally heard a voice sound within his mind. But it wasn't Tiberian's. The voice was soft, but clear as crystal. Kaleidoscopic array, sounding as if from a great distance. Felt more than heard. It spoke to the man. You. I remember you. You were here before. You feel familiar. Rubicon responded to learn that the voice came from a being buried nearby, from within the very grave his father had come out from. He dug into the earth as the others watched to find a large crystal egg buried within a wooden box. The egg told him its name was Saren Dolgleithir, and that his father was once its protector. But it grew silent once Rubicon revealed its presence to Dahlgrim, warning the young Aasimar to be wary of friends. Rubicon turned quiet and redirected the conversation. The egg's presence would remain a secret for the time being. Our wanderers left to finish their rest at the mansion afterwards. They awoke before dawn, darkness of the mountain veil hanging thickly upon the land. The light of dawn would not be seen for some time yet. The mountains blocked its sight, as well as the impenetrable fog and gloom choking out the brilliant rays. And thus brings us to the present moment, where once again you gather yourselves up for a journey. Double-checking your packs, rations, and water supply, you head out west along the old Svalich road. This time, you have new friends. Both Ismark and Ireena accompany you this journey. Out west, further than either have ever been, to Vallaki you walk. The day has only just begun. There is a little light to accompany the dawn, as the mountainous region you are sunken into takes time for the sun's rays to appear, as if there was any vast sunshine to be had. A dark, hazy green hue veils the approaching dawn upon your backs, casting sickly shadows to dance at the edge of vision. It drags westward across the ground like a raking claw ripping slowly through fabric. A dawn that doesn't want to come. It is at this time I will need a travel lead chosen amongst you. There are a total of 8 members traveling along, including both Ismark and Ireena, who are both able to perform travel actions. Who will act as the travel lead for this journey?
We still want me to do it?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, really anyone but Shani said she's going to end up becoming Wolf Shani at the split off.
Right.
Hey, Nomad, quick question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just looking at my character sheet and then the combat tracker. So my character sheet says max HP is 20 with adjustment of 5, and the combat tracker says 30. I'll take the 30.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if that's right.
Nope, you're, okay, so do you see an ADJ next to the temp hit points?
Yeah, on my character sheet, yes.
Okay, so I found an extension that helps with the max HP adjustments, so it auto-calculates. So your max HP, yeah, your max HP really is 20, but it's adjusted.
To 25, right?
So that is kind of weird. I don't know why it's adjusted to 25.
I mean,
So there's 2 of them. There's an effect on our characters, adding our max HP by 5, and then in the main tab of our character sheets, then there's an additional adjustment of 5, giving us 10.
Yeah, I was saying
shouldn't-
the combat tracker I have 34, my max in my character sheet is 24.
So go to your main tab and just delete the adjustment, and I just left the effect. And that should be correct. Or vice versa.
Shouldn't be working. So that's kind of confusing.
yeah, I didn't want to mess
Let
with
me... yeah. Okay.
that. I mean, obviously.
Interesting.
Let's just leave it. I think.
It's fine. Aid works double time now.
I feel like more HP is a good
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. No, thank you for noticing that. Okay. That's interesting. I'll have to look at that effect because it shouldn't be doubling up. But yeah, okay. Well,
just
it works
So
now.
should we?
Down to 0. Just remember that there's like a bonus 5 in there somewhere. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does make more sense to leave it in the combat tracker as an effect versus in the main sheet. To me, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a map.
Okay.
So what button did you have to press to get the map to the back? Ah, the arrow. Yeah, I got it.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Barovia with the areas that you have discovered so far.
Yes, and we've made it to here. That was where
Windmill? No.
That was
the
where-
crossroads.
yeah, that was the crossroads where Soshani's animal shape ran out. Wild
Right.
shape ran out. So remember we were going to, because we are heading, like her scent, the daughter's scent was heading on the road towards Vallaki. So it works out double well, if I remember correctly.
And the hags were located, we think, the same direction. Because those are like supposed to be at the windmill or something.
The hags are along the western road by the windmill. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the other question I have is the wine wizard, I think, is also this direction.
Are you guys looking at the Vistani rough map?
I'm looking at the one that's up.
No, the
Right now.
Barovia map.
Okay, can you pull up the Vistani rough map? I'd be able to point out where things are.
Do you want me to pull it up, or are you telling Nomad to pull it up?
Did you save it in a shortcut?
Yeah. It's
At the
it's the player's rough map that he gave us that
I can get it up for you guys.
Thanks.
There we
That's
go.
what she said.
You son of a bitch.
That was a perfect setup. Like, come on.
got him.
If I didn't say anything, I think it'd be sick.
Alright, so that arrow that somebody drew, that's the wine wizard?
Yes. No, that is the windmill.
Oh,
So
okay.
the hags should be in that rough vicinity. However, this is the town of Vallaki here, our current destination. Just past it. And then the Wizards of the Wines is over here.
Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty far.
So another thing that you guys should be able to do, if you open up notes under the player drop-down menu, you should be able to make notes. And then if you drag and drop the shield onto a map, it should drop a pin. So you could write little notes, like if you want to put windmill, and then whatever notes you find out in that area might be useful.
Cool.
Wonder if
See,
you
I
guys.
have lots of notes, but I've never been able to make a shield out of my notes.
Oh no.
Oh, under adventures. Under adventures. Okay, so under notes all the way down the bottom. Okay, I just literally load my notes section up with notes. Oh, that's freaking
So
tastic.
if you can put it on the map, and it drops a pin, I know I can do that. I'm thinking you guys can. If you have a pin on the map and it's red, it's not visible to anyone but you. So if you right click on the pin, it gets a radial menu, and then you can make the link shareable. Then maybe we'll all be able to see it, but
I'm dragging the shield onto this map, and I don't think it's.
no. Maybe that's only me that
So I see 2 green pins on the map, but I can't see what they are.
Yeah, one at the bridge and one at the crossroads. But
Yeah, I can't get any information on them.
And what's this little blue dot that's close to us on the little dotted road, the pink dotted
Right
road?
there, that is the Vistani camp. That's the first place that we went to where we got the the prophecies foretold to us.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
So, originally our game plan was, because we are searching for the daughter, and her scent took us towards Vallaki, and we did promise Ireena and Ismark travel to Vallaki. We did originally say we were going to head right there, even though the windmill is on the way. It would be dangerous to bring them. So do we still want to do that?
Well,
I
so
think it depends on if the girl ends up at the windmill, right?
yeah, the furthest we tracked her was to that intersection that I'm pointing at, right here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we're heading to Vallaki. If her scent continues to Vallaki, I guess if her scent goes to the windmill, then yeah, that's going to be concerning. But...
Right. Yeah. So Shani, you're saying basically like we should just go ahead and get them to Vallaki before trying to take on the hags.
Yes, and I'm so sorry I've been saying this out of character, and I will do it in character. Yes, I do believe we did promise these two safe passage to Vallaki, and that is convenient as her scent is heading to Vallaki. If her scent heads to the windmill, then I have great other concerns.
Oh, or if her scent heads towards the castle, that might be even worse.
So then the question begs, do we take a detour, or do we get them directly to Vallaki to ensure their safety, to not endanger two more people?
Well, we could always have them just wait outside while we investigate the windmill.
She looks around. Brother, you have seen the horrors of the lands here.
Yeah.
It seems like Ismark should be able to take care of himself.
He looks pretty capable.
I don't know how capable he looks. How about we just bring them there, get them to safety, go to the windmill on the way back, unless it's otherwise indicated we need to go in there immediately.
So Shani rubs her chin. Well, we do want to head to the Wizards, right? And based on this map, we would have to backtrack our steps from Vallaki, past the windmill to get to the Wizards. What was it? Brewery? I don't know. To the Wizards' place.
To the wine guy.
Yes, exactly. See, the wine guy. See, yes. So perhaps we can just direct to Vallaki, keep a note of where we catch the scent, make sure that they are safe and at their destination, and since we have to backtrack anyway, we can backtrack all at once.
I thought
We don't have to backtrack. We're literally walking right past the windmill on the way to Vallaki.
Right.
No,
I
but
think
to get to the Wizard's place, brother.
the wizard's place is actually
It's
further to the
further
west.
west. It's further west.
I know, I guess I thought the road that was on the Vishtani map that we had showed, like there's not a road there from Vishtani unless we backtrack. Or we want to go through the effing woods.
No.
No.
We don't.
I guess I don't.
Oh, so Shani does...
So I guess
Somebody
Player-
kill that idea.
Player
Content
Jake
not available.
doesn't understand.
Yeah, so Shani will point that out, but brother, look here. As much as I do love the woods, these are not your normal woods. Do we really want to go straight from Vallaki there when yes, it doubles our travel time, but it's on a path.
As a player, I'm not sure what you're saying, babe. There's a road that leads straight from Vallaki straight to the wines.
Okay, when I looked at the map before it wasn't, but now I can't open the map again. Like my it won't let me.
Vishtani rough map. There's a green box called K, and if you go directly south of that, there's a blue dot, and that's the wizard, the wine wizard.
So here, I'll draw a line. Like, so Vallaki is where the arrow starts, and the Wizard of the Wine is where the arrow ends.
I was definitely thinking a completely different dot.
And then
My bad.
It's
then-
okay. Up until
then
just this session, I didn't know. So
and
it's
then
all
the
good.
wind. The
Okay,
wind.
I told you I got it, babe. I told you I understand. You're good.
Okay.
So anyway, let's go towards the windmill. Let's track the scent. If the scent takes us to the windmill, we go to the windmill. If it doesn't, we continue to Vallaki, drop the kids off at the pool, and then head back to the windmill to kill the hag.
So Shiny gives a friendly glare to her brother. Well, you don't have to be condescending about it, brother. I'm not good at maps. I'm good with wilderness.
Well, that's
Do it.
okay. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
She thrust him back at him. Ugh, I can't wait to be a wolf again. Let's go.
Whispered ho.
Who are you calling a hoe?
All of us.
So I'm going to say that for the beginning section here, our pace is going to be brisk.
All right,
Or
so you're
fast.
moving fast.
And then when we get to the
Nomad, one
crossroads...
last
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
one last thing before we completely get going. Last time I couldn't change my spell list when I was when we were resting because I hadn't loaded any of the modules. I just want to change one spell really quick, so if you could just walk me through how that works.
Okay.
then
So
I'd be done.
under the character drop-down menu, you should see spells. So when you open that up, you could type in what spell you're looking for. What spell are you looking for?
Wait, which menu am I in?
The
supposed to be?
character. On the right-hand side, you have tool, library, player. You should have character. Do you see that?
Yeah, characters. I
Okay.
have.
Open that up, and then there's a spells button. That'll open up a pop-up for spells. See that?
No, I'm completely lost. Okay, no, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I was looking at, yeah.
Okay,
My
so when you open up that spells pop-up,
Mhm.
you can type the name of the spell in at the bottom. What spell
Yeah.
are you looking for?
Protection from good and evil.
Okay. So if you type in protection from evil, okay, protection from evil and good, it'll come up with a couple different options. Take one of the ones that says 5e automatic effects spells.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
So then you're going to want to drag and drop that onto your character sheet in the Actions tab. There you go. Okay. So you see how that automatically kind of put a bunch of information in?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
All right. And then if you go to mode preparation, you just click whichever ones that you want. Yep, you're on combat now. You go to preparation, you're going to click which ones that you want to have prepared. So
All right.
you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can have a total of 6 prepared. Not counting Bane and False Life, because those are always prepared, as well as Gentle Repose and Raven Feet.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, I got him.
6. Awesome. Okay.
Good, then I'm ready to travel.
Every time you want to prepare a new spell list, can change those X's in the preparation mode. Okay. Sounds like we are ready to
For
All right.
traveling.
Ernest. So, what exactly is your destination?
All right, our current destination is the River Ivlis Crossroad, where those
Okay.
gallows are. We're heading there at a fast pace.
Okay.
What time is it?
It is 6 o'clock in the morning.
Sweet.
Is the sun up?
It is technically dawn, but the sun is not quite all the way up. So it wouldn't count as traveling by. I think that would be a little punishing. All right, and then along with that, are you traveling by road or are you going timber dodging?
We are taking the road.
Okay.
Also, I'm so sorry, everyone. I did forget. Because it is morning, and I don't see that I already used it. So Shani does cast Goodberry. So she makes 10 good berries. Everyone gets 1.
Okay.
So Doran, So Shani eats one, Rubicon, Dahlgrim, Ernest, so that's 5. She also gives one each to
I'm just
Ireena
gonna put it in the party sheet,
yes. So
Um,
everyone take one.
as well as Sashani. I'm gonna drop an item on that spell, so that you have access to it.
Beautiful, thank you. And
There
then
you
I
go.
guess if you want to just drop 8 in the party sheet.
Yep. Are you able to drop that item in the party sheet that I just put on your spell? So if you open up the Goodberry shield, you should see that item Goodberry. Are you able to open that?
Item. Let me see. So there's a shield and everything, but I can't do anything with it. Like I
All right.
tried to drag the shield to the parcel and it still didn't do anything.
No worries. Okay, so I got that in there now. If everyone opens up the party sheet and drags a Goodberry from the inventory, I'll go ahead and distribute those as you see fit.
Yep. And then once again she'll say, "You all know the drill." To Doran she says, "Please consume this immediately. You will not have to eat the rest of the day." She says same to Ireena and Ismark. "Please consume this, and your bellies will be filled for the day. We shall not go hungry."
How do you
Thank
consume it?
you.
Is there like a thing I have to do on the inventory?
Let me know, and then I'll click the button because I don't think you guys have access to that. I think you would need an extension, and you got to pay for them. So I don't want to pay for stuff.
Cool.
The
Oh, I'm munching.
important thing is make sure you voice that you consume it, otherwise you are going to be charged rations.
I eat my
Yep.
good berry.
So do I.
You guys got to take them
Hello.
from the party sheet, drag them into your
I
inventory.
thought I did.
I tried. It
I
didn't
see.
do it.
I see one taken. There's still 9
Grab the
remaining.
shield and drag it to your inventory.
There you go. I see another.
That was
Hey.
There we go.
All right, so I took one. Jake, did you take one?
Sure did.
Okay, so one person took one, and 2
There
people.
we go. I figured it out.
Right. Has Doran taken one?
No.
Rufus would take one as well.
Yes.
Yep. Rufus takes it and eats it immediately.
Doran, do you know how to take something from the party sheet? Or do you know where the party sheet is?
If I could find it, I probably could take something from it.
Okay. On the top right, underneath tool.
Yes. Party sheet. I got it.
There you go. Yep. And then just go to the inventory menu, and then you want to hover over that shield icon and drag it into your character sheet inventory.
Yes. Inventory. Come here.
Right. So then, so Shani consumes hers. She'll encourage Ismark and Ireena to consume theirs, so that would make it 3, and then Rufus consumes his, so that makes it 2. So then I will, if you want to erase those, I will make it 2 in my inventory.
Okay.
Because there's 8 people that are not, yeah, perfect. So I'll make it 2 in my inventory. Whew!
Okay, I got it done.
All right.
Fine.
Excellent.
So Shani kind of watches. Did everyone eat their berry?
We sure did. Let's hit the road.
Let's go.
Right. And then, yeah, she would start walking off towards the crossroads as well.
Okay. So let's see. What travel activities are people performing? Dahlgrim, what travel activity are you performing?
I think I usually like the scout one. I don't have that pulled up right now, the sheet.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, sir.
So reminder that scout is an exhausting activity. If you do
Ooh.
that too much, that might run into problems.
Good to know.
Some activities are more tiresome than simple travel. If you perform 2 exhausting activities on one day, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion after finishing the second one, before looking for and setting up camp.
Rubicon's gonna keep watch.
Okay. Ernest, what are you doing?
Keeping watch.
Rufus,
Is flying around.
yeah. So Shani, what are you doing?
Simplicity.
She is tracking. So even though she's not wolf right now, she's warming up her tracking mode.
Okay.
So she's
See.
she knows where they're heading, but she is still keeping her eye out for signs of irregularity, strange footmarks, like keeping an eye out for movement on the sides. No tracking. She's not doing all that. So yeah, she's just keeping an eye on the road for footprints. And
All right,
such.
so that kind of leaves Rufus to navigate.
Or following a road, do we need a navigator?
Yeah, 'cause
I mean, you just- You kind
I
of.
will.
So that's. You need someone to like determine where to go.
So once
So-
we get to the crossroads, so Shani will be doing that. So he could navigate
Okay.
until then, and then
Okay.
Shani will navigate, and he can keep an eye out.
That'll work. Okay. Dahlgrim, please make me a intelligence investigation check. And then keeping watch is wisdom perception. Tracking is wisdom survival.
So can multiple people keep watch? Because then I'm also going to keep watch, I guess.
Yeah, so Doran, what are you?
Yeah, keeping watch, I guess.
Sorry about that. I
Percep-
didn't have you entered in my...
Not. No worries. What is the perception?
Can I roll a d4 for guidance?
Sure.
Right. I also guide myself, obviously. I'm gonna forget that every single time. So it's a 21.
Wait 1 second. It's like... Dahlgrim rolls an 11. Ernest rolls a 13. This rolls 18. I don't see a roll for you, Soshani.
Shit, I swear I did. You said tower, right?
No.
It doesn't have to be in the tower. Why is my... Okay. What was it for tracking again? I already forgot, I'm sorry.
Should be wisdom survival. Doran
Sorry, y'all.
was an 18 and... All right. You make very quick travel, traveling at 6 miles per hour, succeeding against the navigation DC of 8. Ernest, as you are the travel lead, Please roll me a d20.
Well, it's gotta be good.
We don't know.
Oh no, maybe it's not.
Yeah, sometimes the higher, the more danger there is.
Blue dragon. Go.
Sweet.
Campaign over.
Rocks fall, everybody's dead.
Roads are
Divine
dangerous.
intervention. We're all smited.
All right, everybody. As you get to the River Ivlis Bridge, once more,
This fucking place.
So Shawnee looks to where she had previously buried. Covered. Yeah, buried.
as you move off to the side, the bridge, you notice a leather-wrapped bundle hidden in the underbrush, stuffed inside a hollow log. The bundle contains...
Rufus, don't do it. But
Do you grab the bundle?
I make sure everyone gets back, and then I will go 30 feet away from it and use Mage Hand to open.
Okay. As you take out the bundle, you see that it contains one set of common clothes sized for a human adult. They have a drab Barovian style to them. What do you do?
Like swimming in the river.
Make me a perception check.
Everybody or just dog?
Anyone that's like looking around.
Yeah, I'm looking around. Sounds like a thing.
One would do.
It's not particularly.
None of you notice anyone nearby. Not someone swimming in the river. There's not someone out and about. Makes you wonder why these clothes are here.
Do we have the clothes with us now, or are they just still lying?
They're floating in the air by an invisible hand.
Yep.
Who's doing the hand Rubicon, right?
Ernest.
No, Ernest.
Ernest. Oh, okay. Ernest, would you mind bringing the clothes to us, please?
Ernest shrugs. All right. He floats them over towards you.
I want to. I look at them. Are they? Is there anything on them? Blood? Any liquids? Anything? Mud? Dirt? Anything that would identify them as anything interesting or important?
They seem clean, at least by Barovian standards. Just a regular set of clothes. Make me an intelligence investigation check, Doran.
I'm gonna use guidance.
Okay. Go ahead and drag that guidance onto yourself. It'll apply an effect so that when you do your skill check, it'll automatically apply.
Do I have to drag the shield, or what do I have to drag on myself? The little like.
The okay.
Okay, I got it. I think I
The
got
effect.
it. I have got it. Where do I have to guide it? Go with it. I'm dragging the effect on my portrait, right? Or
Yes.
on the token. No, okay, I got it.
There you go. All right, you got guidance on yourself now. So
Okay.
go to your skill tab and then double click on the number and the modifier for your investigation check. Roll a 7. There's no blood, no excessive dirt or anything on these clothes. You're really not deducing anything by this.
Okay, now last thing, I'm gonna smell them. How
Okay.
do they like have any special smell to them?
Make me a perception check.
Nice, I have advantage
So-
on those.
Yes.
Perception.
21. Doran, you get the, you're really not picking up much of the scent, but oddly enough, you smell like something like a bird. You get like a bird scent. It reminds you of birds from this clothing.
Okay. Yeah, guys, so I smell a bird from the clothes. I don't know, you do with it what you will. They don't seem to be bloody. I don't know. Maybe someone took them off and went running. I don't know. It's beyond me.
As soon as you say I smell a bird on these clothes, so Shawnee whips her head at you, and she will come over and just like grab them and sniff.
All right, so Shani, you go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh, come on, dice.
It's almost higher than 21.
With an 11. They
So
just
real-
smell like regular clothes to you.
She kind of lifts one of her eyebrows. I don't smell it, but I don't disbelieve you. But it's interesting. Do you know what kind of bird?
No, I don't think so. Do I know what kind of bird? Probably not, right?
You do not.
No, I'm sorry. It's just that bird smell. You know, it's something. Do you think maybe someone like? Do you think there was another druid, someone who like turned into a bird and left his clothes, or like?
But this is the exact spot we fought a mad druid. And then she'll immediately start looking around to see if she sees any bird feathers or like any evidence of a bird in the area where the clothing was found.
All right.
Well, hold on there 1 second. It's unlikely that it's a druid. Remember, when you shape change, all of your stuff goes with you.
Excellent point, Ernest.
True.
So
true.
Shani, make me an investigation check.
Okay, these dice don't like me today.
Time to change color.
No, it's only been 2.
Take a few moments looking around specifically for any bird feathers in the area. After about a minute, come back finding nothing.
Okay. She'll, this is weird. And she does note what, you're right, brother. I don't leave anything, and that's why it's extra confusing why these... So perhaps it's a different shapeshifter and the familiar is a bird. Or something else.
Or maybe there was a bird in the bag at some point, or in the log, or my nose is just picking up things
Well,
from somewhere else.
Once I have the keener senses of a wolf, we are tracking the daughter of Mad Mary, but I may be able to at least sniff and get some more information and then share what it is once I'm back in human form.
That sounds good to me. I think we should keep moving because we only have so much daylight to travel in.
Yes, that's not
Ernest
get
would like
hung up
to-
on birds and clothes. I'm gonna put the thing in my bag, the clothes
The bundle.
for now.
Okay?
The bundle. Yeah.
Ernest would like to check underneath the bridge.
All right, Ernest, make me an investigation. T. You find some interesting tracks, Ernest, under this bridge. Bird tracks, as well as some human tracks. Humanoid,
All right.
The humanoid tracks only leave.
Anything else I can discern from this?
How big are the bird tracks?
About the size of a ring.
Corvids. All right. Ernest will pop back up. Well. There's some tracks underneath this bridge. It's weird though. It looks like there's no humanoid footprints that come into this area, but there's only steps that leave. It's like somebody landed here as a bird and then turned back into a human.
Perhaps if it's some sort of werebird or something. Like a werewolf, but a bird instead.
Well, maybe. I don't think I've heard of such a thing, though. Speaking of which, where'd them clothes go?
I put them in my bag. For now.
Oh, those ain't ours. We can't be taking them.
Do you want to leave them here, or... I mean...
Well, but we had intended for me to sniff them once I'm in wolf form. And try and obtain more information about them.
All right, squad. Let's get moving. We're burning daylight, literally.
All right. I don't like it, but fine.
We've been talking about clothes for about 15 minutes now.
In real time, not in game time.
Sure.
More like half an hour in game time. Alrighty. We're moving on. Ernest is still going ahead. Wait.
Right. Back to the overland map of Barovia. Seven. All right. After only 30 minutes, moving at a quick pace, you make your way to Crossroads. As you arrive, same as before, the well-worn road splits here.
All right, so Shawnee, your time to shine.
And the same signpost, pointing off in 3 directions, greets you. Barovia Village to the east, Sayre Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft, Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down, disappearing into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. See it cuts into the mountains, rising up, turning north. Across from the gallows, the same low wall crumbling in places, partially enclosing a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Rubicon's words, so Shawnee does nod and Nicole looked it up out of session, and direwolf does have the same trekking prowess as a standard wolf, so she's a direwolf this time.
Okay.
I did a lot of research on that bad boy.
Nice. Is the direwolf like bigger?
It is, and it can actually combat.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, the reason is it's a lot harder for most druids to get to. So that's the advantage. All right, so she suddenly you see her shift. She doesn't think to warn Doran, and he, for the first time, witnesses Soshani just morph into this giant wolf.
It's like 4 times the size of us.
Jesus, what? How tall is it?
Very big. It is a large creature.
Yeah,
Oh my.
she big. Like, there's not an actual size in the information, but yeah, no, direwolves are huge.
Wow. Oof. What is that? What just happened?
And all of a sudden, she looks over, wags her tail, and just gives Doran a giant lick across the face. And then starts sniffing the ground.
Nice. That direwolf breath. Mmm. Good that I have not such a keen smell. It's amazing.
And then she will, from here, begin tracking where she left off. She'll re-sniff the doll
Okay.
to refresh her scent. And start tracking.
How old is this girl we're looking for? Did we determine that?
I don't remember. She's young.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Not
the
like
mom
woman.
mentioned her being a teenager, but we didn't get like a date.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I would say
Yeah.
young. I'd probably be like between 10 and 12.
Okay,
Okay.
Didn't run off with a lover or something.
No.
I guess it's kind of.
All right. Actually just
DM, I got-
remembered. So since you're traveling at a fast pace, some of those checks are supposed to be made with disadvantage. So
Also here, since we're arrived at our destination, we're changing our pace in order to give Soshani. The thing is, I would like to go slow, but based off the map, we don't have enough time to take it slow, so I'm going to do a normal pace.
So can we say it would depend on how quickly Soshani is able to track? Because wouldn't her tracking determine the pace? So I don't know if we want to have her do a roll as far as how well I'm able to keep it, and that determines it, or if you don't want to do it that way. Up to you.
So, during each travel day, the players must make choices. Choose destination and speed. Players must choose a travel pace, fast, normal, or slow, and whether they will force march despite exhaustion. The travel manager spends the needed resources. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to... Okay. So, when you are tracking... Yes, so if you do well tracking, then you increase the travel speed. If you fail by more than 5, or if you fail by less than 5, your travel speed is halved. If you fail by 5 or more, you move away from your course, actually.
Okay.
That's
There
all.
we go.
That is all factored in.
Gonna boost you a little bit there, Soshani.
All right, and I
Yeah.
know last time we just did advantage on whatever tracking because she has advantage on smell and hearing. Are we still doing that?
Yes, if you have any features that do that. Okay, so getting to the crossroads. You're traveling at a normal pace now. What is your destination?
Destination is the crossroads that lead to Ravenloft. I drew an arrow on the Vistani rough map.
I thought our destination is wherever Gertruda's track went.
Correct. That's why I am going to segment this off at every crossroads.
Okay. Gotcha. You're better at maps. I'll shut up. I'll just sniff things. I mean, so Shiny says, "Oh, woof, woof, ow, ow."
Okay. Is anyone changing their travel activity?
So Shiny
Okay.
is for sure.
Rubicon's going to continue to keep watch.
We no longer even need a navigator since she's tracking.
So Shani is switching to Navigator, and then Rufus would switch from Navigator to Surveillance.
Ernest will sneak.
I'm
Is
just going to go
everyone
to
okay
keep
with
watch
Rufus
so
being
that I'm not
surveillance?
doing too exhausting ones.
Okay, so can I actually help with the tracking, or is that a thing I could do, or is that impossible?
Yep, you could.
Okay, so I could also use my to try to help her not get off course or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I
Okay,
have you
so-
as tracking Doran.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to guide myself real quick. Where do I pull it if there's no token to put it on?
You can target yourself in the combat tracker.
Yep, you can drag and drop onto yourself in the combat tracker.
Ah, okay.
That works. All right, so Dahlgrim, keeping watch, I need you to make me a wisdom perception check. Ernest, I need you to make me a stealth check at disadvantage. Rubicon and Rufus are keeping watch, so I need you guys to make me wisdom perception checks. So Shani, I need you to make me a wisdom survival check, and Doran a wisdom survival check.
Okay. Mine is at advantage.
If you have an effect that gives you advantage, yes.
So with I'm just going off what we did last time. I just want to double check you're still unless you found something else you want to do, because she has the advantage on smell and hearing perception, and she is tracking by smell. We had done it at advantage last time. I just want to make sure you're still on board with that.
Yeah, so you're in direwolf form.
Yeah.
Direwolf has keen hearing and smell, so yes.
Okay. Just like I said, I just like to double check instead of assume. You know me.
Okay, I have advantage. I accidentally rolled only once. I'm gonna roll again, just
Okay.
in case it gets. Just in case it's a net 20, which I doubt,
Yep.
but you know.
Okay.
So it's 23.
On my perception check, you should delete the 4 because that's supposed to be on Soshani.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Chris? I don't see one for you, Rubik. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just have to scroll up.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Yep, no
I was
worries.
real excited. Rubicon
Rubicon.
is motivated.
So Shawnee's and
Mechanics question: why is the stealth at or sneak at disadvantage?
because you're traveling at a normal pace. Traveling at a slow pace, you would do it.
Okay.
Keep looking for this token. This is doing perception.
Rufus, more like Hoofus.
8. All right. The scent of Gertruda takes you along the road to Vallaki. Is that the direction which you travel?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I
So, and just for like context, like in the moment, so Shani is not really paying attention to anyone. She's focused on tracking the scent.
Well, if Doran has key senses, you might not have to use the second charge of wild shape.
It's only keen smell. I don't know if that's gonna work completely, but
So that's what so Shani is using right now. I mean, we can. I'm sorry, I don't want to table talk too much. I'll stop.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, as far as like abilities, that's what Soshani is using to track is keen smell. So we can.
no, that's exactly what I also have. But I guess it's easier to get there if we are both smelling.
Well, and the reason Sauerkraut brings that up is because I only have 2 wild shapes a day, and that's my big combat thing. So it could save that for combat if you do have it.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
mean,
didn't discuss
I
that
would keep.
character.
Yeah, I can just keep doing it later if we need to do that again. So for later, we know that.
All right.
So we could say that Ernest notices you smelling as well and would bring it up later so that it doesn't feel like too much table talk.
After just under 2 hours of travel, at 8:17 in the morning, the light of dawn finally has appeared and cast the land in a luminescent glow, but still not quite able to poke through the gloom and the mist. You come upon a bridge. Following the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain and ends before an arcing bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. I have now put you on this map. Special thanks to Siarka for making this map for me. This is a custom map made for the campaign using Crosshead Studios assets. Very excited about this.
Big question mark for me.
Yeah, I see a big question mark with the X thread.
Maybe it just needs to load because it's custom. We'll wait.
Oh, there it is.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, just took some
It
time.
finally loaded for me, yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It is cool.
Right? This is awesome.
I think mine is still loading.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Oh,
I can assure
there
you.
it goes. I was like, oh no, my Fantasy Grounds is crashing. No, it's just the map loading. Phew.
Well done. That's a beautiful map.
Holy lord. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That bridge looks a little worse for the wear.
Aha, there it is.
It's seen better days.
Uh-huh.
Nah, that's prime condition.
So, party order wise, I think Soshani would be up front with Doran because we're sniffing our way through.
So Shani can't do like shape water while she's in wolf form, correct?
Negative
No.
Soul Rider.
Alright then.
Travel lead.
Actually, hang on just a minute. So Shani's the biggest, and I am guessing Doran is the second biggest, and this bridge looks not great. Should we have the lightest person go first to test it out?
So remember, so Shangi is just gonna go unless you call out. So if we're coming across this, unless someone stopped her, like yelled at her to stop immediately, she's just sniffing her way across.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I guess let's see what happens.
Well, travel lead, could you please roll me a d20?
That's really good.
All right.
Maybe it's true, right? Like you guys said, like
I'm
sometimes
getting
high
him
is
out of the way
bad,
now.
so low is also potentially good, right?
No. I think 1 in 20 is always bad on those ones.
We'll see.
Oh no, Nomad chuckled. Run away.
Oh no.
I will be right back, though. It is past our cat's feeding time, and she will get ornery. It'll take 2 seconds, though.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Can hear her in the background.
So,
I think we're feeding the cat.
I just turn around. I mean, the smell indicates we have to cross the bridge, right? So there's no, like, nothing can be done about it. So
Yep.
Could I do a martial check, see if I sense any sort of ambush or trap or danger?
Yeah, sure. Make me a martial check. All right, with a 16, Dahlgrim, you highly suspect this would be a perfect point for an ambush by some predator. It would be a
Alright,
good
so
idea to keep your eye out.
I share my fears with the group. Let everybody know that I think that we should be very cautious about this bridge crossing.
Maybe we should do a quick scout.
So just
we start
remember,
crossing.
we had 3 individuals keeping watch on the travel, so I am using those.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So Dahlgrim, or Rubicon, you rolled an 18. You have not seen anything, so.
Well, I think everything's fine. I don't see this as a trap at all.
So Ernest heard, Rubicon talk about the rickety bridge. Can he do a quick, structural investigation on it to see if
Yeah.
the weight of the party would make it collapse or not?
Yeah, roll me an investigation. 14. Despite the obvious wear and tear on this bridge, it seems structurally sound.
oh,
So you
I
might
would-
want to take care of the edges because it is kind of wet and moist in some areas.
Right. Oh, don't worry, Rubicon. This bridge may look pretty bad, but she's got good bones.
Alright. Sounds great to me.
I would like to take a look at the gargoyles at the beginning. They are covered in moss, right? And look like
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
weird. I would just like to approach one and like look at them more closely if they are actually like whatever
Okay.
inanimate or if there's something tricky going on. Like,
Make
oh,
me a wisdom perception check. Please roll it in the tower. When you drag and drop that, I want you to drag and drop that into the dice tower.
And on the side, Nomad, does Soshani smell anything that would distract her from her tracking? Or is she continuing to just be focused on her tracking?
Well, you're navigating.
But, I mean, yeah, but navigating by tracking.
Yep, so you're navigating, so that's the actual activity you're performing, but you're navigating by following the scent.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like, does another scent permeate that distracts her, that draws her attention, or is she just like it's just that smell that she can smell? Does that make sense?
Yep. You are not finding anything else piquing your interest. The tracking does get a little bit more difficult here just because of the moisture in the air and the dampness. But
Okay.
you rolling a 15, you are still able to follow the scent.
Then I'm gonna move her up just a little bit because while others are investigating other stuff, she is very focused on her tracking. That's why I
Doran.
wanted to ask.
Yes.
You take a meticulous look at these statues, looking for any sign of anything weird going on. They're just normal statues, and you are very confident.
Good. That's reassuring.
Hey,
All right.
everything's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been around. I've seen some, bridges, and there's no public services here. The bridge is a little bit dirty. Maybe we should just get over it. Be done with it, and keep on our way. Right?
Dahlgrim heads out, starting to cross the bridge.
Right?
Okay, I'm just
I'm gonna turn around. Ireena and what's your brother called again? Ismark? Ismark, are they following us?
Yes.
Okay, do they look concerned or?
No. Well,
Alright, then I'm gonna.
I mean, they do look very concerned because, like, this is all new and they've never left the village of Barovia, but concerned about the bridge specifically, no.
Okay, then I'm just gonna walk behind them with Rufus and to the end of the line, or however you're gonna call it.
After a few tense moments, you all make your way safely across the bridge without incident.
Great.
And then the bridge turns into a mimic and eats all of us.
Could you imagine that? A bridge turning into a mimic? Alright, so the rest of the... Oh, I miscalculated. Right, moving further up into the mountains. You continue to follow the road as it winds up into the mountains. Eventually coming to crossroads. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Just ahead, the dirt road splits in two, widening towards the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was perhaps once an important thoroughfare. But parked at the fork in the road pointed east is a large black carriage drawn by two black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side door of the carriage swings open silently. What do you do?
So Shani just keeps sniffing for the scent.
Can I we are walking right next to each other, right? Can I pet her on the? I know it's so awkward. Can I pet her somewhere so she stops walking? Give her a little tap, put your head up. There's something ahead, kind of thing. And
Yeah,
if she's so tired, I'm just gonna clap her on the leg or something. Be careful, there's something ahead, and then I'm gonna be hello, traveler.
As soon as you tap Soshani, she looks at you, and then you said you pointed? Or motioned ahead?
No, I just stopped. I just slowed down and stopped walking and motioned you to do the same, basically.
Okay, so Shani would look at you, and then look around, and sniff the air.
So, Shani, you definitely notice this carriage. But make me another wisdom survival check as you sniff this air.
Oh, there we go, dice.
That's better.
24. You catch no scent of any humanoid. It's just the horses that you're smelling. And the horses themselves have a very odd, deathly smell to them.
Oh, fuck me.
Smelling this, obviously she can't communicate. So Shani, all of a sudden her ears kind of go back and she lowers her head. You can see her, kind of like a wolf, like on alert, literally. So you see her shoulder blades a little bit. Her tail kind of doesn't go between her legs, but it's pointed, not wagging, pointed, and her head goes down. And she starts to advance on this carriage slowly and very alert, sniffing and watching for any movement. And listening as well.
Okay.
Rubicon readies firebolt.
Can I take her going into like this kind of aggressive or like more aggressive stance as a cue to like also smell, but very explicitly try to smell if there's anything undead in the air, like the smell of, I don't know, like a corpse or something that doesn't smell natural at all.
Sure. Go ahead and make a wisdom perception check.
All right, so guidance.
Okay.
Guidance. And perception is with advantage because I'm smelling. Oh my god.
Damn. Gonna give myself guidance too.
All right.
Oh.
It's a new map.
Ooh.
Okay.
I love a good map.
Very detailed.
All right,
And then we'll
Doran.
realize... Sorry.
Doran, you are not getting the sense of anything undead being quite in your immediate vicinity.
Move so Shani up here, just because so she did stalk ahead. Are you okay if I move her up here?
Yeah.
And yeah, I would be right next to her, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the group and be like, I don't know, guys. I can't smell anything, but Shoshani doesn't look very, very happy with the situation. What are we gonna do?
She walks a bit.
I don't think we have much choice but to approach cautiously.
Agreed. Stay frosty.
Sam,
Okay.
I'm only
See
giving her a little
anything
bit, but she's
inside the
gonna be
carriage
all your
yet?
pocket.
You said the door was open?
Yes. As you approach a little closer, you see within, sitting upon a rich leather seat, is a note.
Note.
No.
Ooh. How about some more of that mage hand?
Does Soshani hear? So she does stop for a bit, sniff, and like perk her ears up. Does she hear or smell anything different from what she did before?
All right, you guys see the letter just float in the air and then come lazily towards us.
As it passes Soshani, she'll kind of sniff the note.
All right, roll me another wisdom perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Wisdom perception. Okay, that's not edit. Well, I guess it could. Would that be an advantage? Or wisdom survival,
Yes.
you mean?
The wisdom
snifty one.
perception. You're sniffing it.
Okay. I'll do it this way. Because if I'm sniffing, then it's, yeah. Okay.
All right, 24. Shani, you're getting a familiar scent that you have gained only once within this domain. The man that you had encountered outside of the death house after exiting, Count Strahd.
Hold on. I will be right back. Someone's at our door. Hold on.
Oh man.
Oh no!
She made a noise, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
He's at the door.
Yeah.
Count
He's
Strahd.
manifested in real life.
I'll be right back.
All right, Ernest, you have the letter, the note in your ledger domain hand. Doing.
Yep. Without touching the note, I have it, the hand floated towards me and like hold it in front of my face so I can read it. And I read it out loud.
Right. The note reads as such. I do so hope you take me up on that offer of dining within my halls. My wine cellar is full of delectable vintages, many of which you can no longer find anywhere else in these lands. Please, use this carriage provided for you to rest your sore feet, and make way to my home in comfort. I look forward longingly to our next meeting. With great welcome, Strahd von Zarovich.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I am back. That should be the last thing I have to leave mid-session for. Lord. Okay. So when she sniffed the note, it smelled like Strahd.
It's a note from Strahd inviting us to have dinner with him.
Yeah, so Ernest Ernest takes the note out of his mage ledger hand, holds it for like half a second, rips it in half, and drops it on the ground.
As soon as Soshani sniffed it and recognized it, she's just growling, like her hackles are up, and she is growling. Like her teeth are showing and everything.
Rubicon blasts it with Firebolt.
It's like that scene on Office Space where they're all destroying the fax printer.
Yes.
So obviously we're accepting.
Sure. He wants to have us for dinner, quite literally. Why wouldn't we go? Yeah, no, that's a big fat no from me, guys.
Yeah.
So Soshani walks up to the carriage and lifts one of her legs.
Wow.
All right then.
All right.
She just
Too
pees
far,
on
bit
the
much.
wheel. She just pees on the wheel of the carriage. Not in the carriage.
Okay.
Awkward.
More importantly, where
what?
does the daughter's scent go from here?
Yeah, and then she refocuses.
The daughter's
So she
scent
does-
continues to the west.
She does that, so you guys see her lift her leg. So we'll say like the back wheel, like it's like right at the bottom of the wheel, like not really on it. And then she resumes her sniffing. So nose to the ground, and you guys see her go around the bend.
Yeah. Do I also have to do anything to refocus on the smelling, or does that work? Like, just works.
No. Your travel activity stands.
All
Or
right.
one-
So
yep.
then I'm gonna walk up again and go next to Shani again and help.
I'd like
Okay.
to take
You,
a closer look into the carriage now that we're like right up next to it. Can I see anything else inside?
Go ahead and make. Are you just looking, or are you like going inside and like investigating?
Like getting pretty close, but definitely not touching or setting foot inside.
Okay. Make me a wisdom perception check. You're not seeing anything notable, but the rich leather of this carriage speaks of a good amount of wealth.
Fine craftsmanship.
You're fine. Nothing
Alright.
like the dwarves, but
But I
definitely
can still
very good.
appreciate it.
Yep.
I like
Well, he is the ruler of this land. Guy's probably living like a king.
one would think so.
Doran, as you re-approach on the side of Soshani, she will like kind of nudge you a little bit, like very gently, very friendly. She'll nudge you and kind of just look forward and like follow her nose back down. Like just as acknowledgement of you being there and like it's still this way, but she's
All right. Doran is still a little shaky in the human animal kind of interaction thing. But sure, he'll keep pace with you.
Oh, I accidentally grabbed the arrow. I didn't know you could grab other people's arrows.
Oh, you grabbed mine?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. I'm so sorry I touched your arrow. Don't tell your fiance.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. You then come to a similar looking set of gates as those which you had first encountered when entering this domain. The fog spills out of the forest, swallow up the trees and the road around you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying amongst the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. As you approach, the great iron gates swing open, screeching as the hinges move. Do you go through?
Yeah, the sound, Soshani would lift her head up, do that whole like puppy tilt her head and cock one ear, and then she'll continue. As long as the scent goes this way, she'll continue going.
Wait a second. Again, I tap you. Are we? I look around at the others and at the locals. Are we entering a city now, or what are we doing? Because maybe me and Shoshani shouldn't be the first two things that come through those gates. There are people on the other side.
Oh no, I don't think we're entering a city. We're only about halfway to Vallaki from Barovia village.
Soshani has this somehow, even though she's a wolf, she has this like offended look on her face, like,
Everyone likes dogs.
Yeah, especially the 8 feet tall direwolf kind of dog. Okay, do we know, like, here, Mr. Burgermeister, do you know what's on the other side of this gate, or are we like...
I'm not very sure. Never been out this far. And he's kind of like looking behind him, kind of, he's definitely kind of scared right now. But he's trying to put on a good show of you know, being capable.
Does Soshani notice that he looks scared?
Yeah, it's noticeable enough.
She would kind of do a quick like trot over and give him a giant lick across the face, like right on the cheek, and then she'll trot back up to the front and continue through the gate.
Oh,
That means she likes you.
yes. Thank you, Soshani. No, this is not a city. I've heard of gates barring the road. We're exiting one domain, coming into the next. I believe Vallaki is further up, if the huntsman can be trusted.
All right, then let's go. And I'm gonna go after Shoshani.
Okay.
She's already going.
Yep. She's not running, but she definitely is. She's going ahead, sniffing.
The gates swing shut behind you.
Well,
Cool.
it's a neat feature.
Back to the map of Barovia. Right.
All right, our next destination is not too far away. I'm gonna set it as the crossroads that lead towards the Windmill or towards Vallaki.
Damn, I do want to be fair. How long has it been since we left the initial crossroads? The River Ivlis crossroads.
Yep. So your wild shape lasts for 2 hours now?
Let me double check.
I believe it's an
correctly.
hour, but she has 2 charges. If I remember right.
Additionally, wild shape. There it is. Here, you stay and be shamed for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down. And we are level 3, so yeah, only 1 hour yet.
Okay. Yeah, so your wild shape would have ended.
Okay. So, when would it have ended? Do we want to say it ends, like, as they're crossing through or something, just because we already did stuff, or do we wanna
It
retract?
probably would have ended at like Sayre Falls, but we don't have to go extensively.
Okay. So
Right.
let's just say, like, as they go past the gates, like, all of a sudden Soshani does. She's back in human. She goes, ugh, I can't smell anything in human form.
Voice.
Oh, fuck.
This is so annoying. I can't smell anything in this form.
What's with your voice?
What do you mean? You don't get hairballs? Oh, I suppose you don't change. I just get hairballs after.
Hmm.
And she has a giant hairball in her hand. Rufus, would you like another one?
Yeah. Give me more. I think I might be able to make a quote out of this.
She
Fantastic impression.
turns back to Durin. Well, as you see, because I become an animal, there is a consequence. I get a giant hairball in my throat every time, or, well, if I turned into some sort of bird, I'm curious what that may be. But every time I've turned into an animal with fur, I've had a giant hairball.
Hmm. That's
And thus I
curious.
come out sounding like this. And she says, I suppose the tracking, I will do visual tracking, but the scent tracking will be all up to you.
All right.
Oh, Doran, you think you're up for the tax there, bud?
Sure. Look at this beautiful nose of mine. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine.
Whips it
Oh,
out,
yeah,
slaps
that's
it on the
right.
table.
It's a nice nose you got there.
So Shani will switch from, now that she's no longer wild shape, she will no longer be navigating by tracking. Now she will, I don't want to say tracking because there's going to be no physical form of Gertruda's path, but she will, she'll stay up front with him
Keep watch.
and keep an eye, keep watch for stuff as he's tracking.
Okay.
So allow him to get into the tracking and just keep an eye up front, in front of them and to the direct sides of up front. So yeah, watch.
All right. Travel Master, please roll me a D20. Seven. Right.
Those Travel Master rolls are going to give me a heart attack at some point.
I mean, we rolled a 1 and nothing truly awful happened, so.
That you
Yeah,
know
that
of.
makes it even worse.
That's
No,
true.
no,
Yes, excellent.
yeah, I mean, we did just decline his invitation, so
We've set something in motion.
He already doesn't like us. What's he gonna do? Just not like us more?
Yeah, that seems worse.
Well, right now he's passively not liking us.
Seems like more dying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die again.
Harder.
I can't die anymore. I'm already done.
All right. Moving along. As you get further up the road, at about 8:30 in the morning, 2 hours passing since the crossroad gallows. You get to another fork in the road. To the west, see an old windmill. It does not turn, it is just hanging lifelessly. What do you do?
Which way does Gertrude's scent go?
yes. Which way does the scent go?
So, out of wolf form now.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah, so
Doran's
she is just-
Doran is tracking. Okay, so Doran, you sniff the scent going further up along the road, leading away from the windmill.
Great. All right, guys. It smells as if Gertrude was her name, has been going away from here, the other direction towards the city. So I'd say we just let this creepy-looking windmill be for now, and just follow the smell.
So Shani looks around. Well, now's the decision time, friends. Do you try to chase the hag now? Or do we hurry to Vallaki?
Oh, me personally, I don't really want to double back this way unless we have to, you know? It seems like traveling in this town, traveling in this place is pretty crazy. I say that while we're here, we at least take a look.
But the problem with that is, brother, while your reasoning is sound, that hag, there's great danger when there's the power of Fae around, especially one that takes children. So, this would not be without risk.
Oh, absolutely.
I think, since we did give word of escortation, yeah, I know that's not a word, but she's gonna use it.
It's the time when you make up words, just like
Yes, like I just wanted to acknowledge out of character that I know that's not a word. Since we did give promise of escortation, perhaps we should allow those we promised to escort to give their opinion.
Oh,
Yes.
agreed. This is a group decision.
But we cannot outvote them. If neither of them are comfortable with this, we should respect them. We did give them a promise. That's
Yeah,
my
so
Let
The way-
Ismark and Ireena have veto power.
That's basically what she's saying, yeah.
maybe, if I may, wouldn't it make more sense if we ask them what they want to do, and then we just do that? I mean, if they don't want to go, we don't. If they want to go, we go to the windmill.
She
If-
George,
if
she
we
gives
don't-
you a look. That's exactly what I was saying, Durin.
Oh,
I just didn't have the simple language.
All right. What do
I got lost at escortation.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that because that's not a real word in English. Like, my bad.
Everyone's brain stopped working.
Ismark, Ireena, how would you feel about us doing a little side quest to investigate this windmill? There may be missing children in there.
To be honest, I'd like to be on our way. I recognize, like, missing children is certainly a concern, but we get waylaid. We might not make it to Vallaki.
To give you the full situation, it is not just missing children. We have great reason to believe these hags get people addicted to those sweets that they make out of children's bones, and then the parents are forced to give up their children in order for the children to get cooked into these pastries. So they're not just missing. They're being turned into food and fed to humans.
Eggs. Oh, wait, is this where the old crones live? We should be far away from here.
So even less likely to come.
Yeah. Wait, that's who's here?
Oh.
Ireena speaks up too. The missing children. This might be an opportunity to end them. Ismark, if you wish to go to Vallaki, you go take yourself on your own. I am with you, so Shani, whatever you choose. But sister, it is not safe. The more we dally, the more time it takes, the more time Strahd has to come and take you. We must get into shelter. Vallaki is the only safety that we have. You do not know that for sure, brother. If anything, we might save some of these missing children. The spawn that us Barovians are all too okay with going missing. I look to you, Soshani.
Soshani gives a very, like, a grateful, respectful nod to Ireena, and then she looks at Rubicon, Dahlgrim, Ernest, Doran, and Rufus. Well, they are split down the middle. What do we say, crew?
A couple questions. So I ask, Rubicon asks the Burgomaster, can Strahd appear during the daylight?
I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be able to.
And about okay, well, it's not quite what I was expecting, but all right. Okay, and then how much longer? I ask Ernest, like, how much longer do you think it'll take us to get to Vallaki?
Well, we're a little more than halfway there, and it's only been 2 hours.
So, out of character question, DM, when we saw Strahd before, were any of us able to scent or glean what kind of being he was?
A martial check was made, and you guys definitely do not want to fight him because he is very much a higher challenge rating. What type of being? Remember exactly.
I don't know what I know, because I know as a player I know what he is, but I can't remember if as a character we know what he is.
Characters, you would know he's like humanoid, but beyond that, you know there's something up. Like he's more than what he seems, but you're not certain based on that interaction. But you know from Ismark that he's a vampire.
Oh.
Okay, that's what I was like. I didn't want to do in-character things based on what out-of-character I know, because Reddit exists. Okay. And does Soshani know anything about vampires and their tendencies in this universe with daylight? I don't remember.
Make
if I ever
me a proficient religion check.
Ooh, can I do that too?
Yes.
I am not proficient in religion,
I'll take one as well.
Right.
so I cannot.
No.
So Shani would voice that. Well, you did share that he's a vampire. Can vampires commentate? Does anyone know?
We can take this check if we are proficient, right? So, take.
Count on you, Doran.
I was ill on that day. I don't know.
Daydreaming.
I skipped that day of class.
All right.
Okay, so if it's only a couple more hours to Vallaki, and Ireena wants to do this, and I mean, we did say like if either of them say no, then we should just continue to Vallaki. But
Well, we said they together have veto power,
oh, like a combined thing.
right? I thought
Okay,
that-
okay. Let's just go fuck up the hag.
Less
Whatever.
yakking, more hacking.
Yeah, let's do it. Screw
So
it.
Shani says like they're split. Like it's up to us as a group. They're 50-50. So
It's blasted time.
The
Love it.
Bürgermeister can man up. Let's go.
Shani nods and says, "Well, sounds like we're gonna try and save some children's lives then."
And then we can take them to Vallaki.
With that, she does look at Ismark and say, "No one will think any less of you should you not be involved." This is
Actually-
this.
You know, this is all moot because do you know what Rufus would do in this situation?
He would have launched right in
He's
there.
already at the window.
Already
that's the
there.
thing. So I think our decision was made for us before any of us started talking about this.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
so
I'm like, is that what that hag is? Fuck this.
That's where the hags are. Let's go fucking get them. Come on, let's go.
if we start walking, I'm gonna do that classic like comedy movies thing. I'm gonna turn to Ismark and be like, "Well, man, we're going. If you want to wait here for us, alone, feel free." But we're going.
Okay.
As we walk up, she does say, "Now remember, they have an ability that allows them to just completely disappear. Even as a wolf, I could not smell the traces of her actions. There are few abilities I know that can do that."
Are we talking like invisible or just gone? Teleportation gone.
If she had gone invisible, I still would have been able to smell her. There was absolutely no trace of her. And we're saying this, she's saying this as we walk up. There's absolutely no trace of her sense. Nomad, you said that Soshani did know of a couple of spells that could do it, right?
So we would be moving slow to this next destination.
You
Yeah, slow and steady.
you
Yeah, we're not
know that
sprinting it.
the School of Magic was pull it up.
I think you said transmutation.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
transmutation.
transmutation.
Okay. She used a transmutation spell. I don't know what spell, but I know it was of the transmutation class. A number of spells that allow that, but basically, she was gone. Not just disguised or invisible. Unless she turned herself into a tiny little fly. That's possible. Either way, she was gone.
Alright, well, our mission is to get in there, get the kids, try to kill the hag, but mostly get the kids to safety.
Agreed.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Right. As you move closer, see off to the side of the pathway leading up a number of standing stones.
They do an Arcana check.
Sure. If you are proficient in Arcana, go ahead and make such a check. Several ravens circle overhead, and one pecks at something on top of the stone.
Oh boy.
Can I make a religion check? Would that be reasonable?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check.
Meanwhile,
Guidance.
Soshani would use her daily primal connection ability to cast Speak with Animals. And I will do this after, like, other people can do their thing, but she's going to do this, and she's going to start talking to the ravens.
Right.
Guilds, religion. Well, I skipped an entire semester apparently.
There's a lot of booze involved.
All right. Rubicon and Ernest, with your Arcana checks, you get the sense that there is dormant magic, very powerful dormant magic tied to these standing stones. Rubicon, you get the sense that it's like a dormant portal. Actually, 4 dormant portals.
I communicate that to the group.
Do you move any closer, or do you move towards the windmill?
I think we should come back and investigate this after we deal with the hags.
Agreed.
Sounds
You
good.
see that Soshani is already walking forward, and you just hear, as she starts to talk to the ravens.
Some of the ravens circling overhead actually come down to greet you.
So do you want me to do this like just in here, like we just speak common back and forth, but the characters don't know what we're saying, or do you want to do other channel? It's up to you.
Actually, it is a good time for a break. So, we can probably just talk in common, here in chat. So, let's take a quick 5-minute break. 5 minutes or so. Whenever you are back, go ahead and click the ready thing. And we are back. Hello.
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 Sounds pleasant. Summer vacation.
Old bone grinder.
Mhm.
Sounds like a college name.
I always wonder who. I always wonder who names those things, because they obviously have no public relations skills. at
Yeah.
all.
Not a lot of tourism here in the land of Barovia. Can't seem to figure out why no one wants to come here.
Well, I couldn't think of anything.
Need a new social media director.
Yeah.
Yeah, more community outreach.
Take Strahd's phone away from him.
You know what, Dahlgrim? If you didn't have inspiration, I'd give you an inspiration.
Oh shoot, I have inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
You have no.
Yep.
You didn't have.
If you have that
I'll use
star, if you have that star by your token in the top left,
Oh, there we go.
yeah, that's what that
Okay.
means. So when you see that, that means you have an inspiration to.
I vow to burn it up this session.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do it.
It's gonna happen.
I've made a plan.
Okay, excellent. We are all ready to begin. Let's get right back into.
So everyone was about to walk away, and so Shani starts cawing at the birds.
As you have slowly descended down a lazy trail hugging the mountainside into this fog-filled valley, you see in the heart of the valley, off in the distance, is a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. But a branch in the road has led you west towards a promontory, atop which is perched the dilapidated stone windmill. with warped wooden veins stripped bare. As you approached, saw the monoliths, megaliths, where Soshani appears to be conversing with a number of ravens. Hi, I'm Glenn, I'm Steve. What's your name? Hi.
Hello, my beautiful, brilliant friends. My name is Soshani. How are
beautiful.
you today?
You hear that? She called us beautiful. We're beautiful. No, I'm beautiful. No, I'm handsome.
What can you tell me of these monoliths that stand?
Monoliths? Monolith?
These giant, non-shiny rocks.
Oh, I don't know. We like flying over here, though. We're drawn to it. I'm not sure. You should talk to Ismark. Or sorry, not Ismark. You should talk to I can't think of a name right now. Ivan. You should talk to Ivan.
Ivan? Who is Ivan? Is he available?
Oh, he's right over there. And then some of them kind of fly over to a crow perched on one of the stripped veins.
So Shiny joins them, follows them as they fly, and she walks over. Y'all just hear her cawing some more. Are you Ivan?
As you approach the onion-domed edifice, it leans forward into one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. This Ivan that the other ravens have pointed you towards. It sits perched silently, unmoving. As you approach, it seems agitated.
So Shani would approach and, are you all right, Ivan?
It kind of pecks at the other ravens angrily before looking straight at you, Soshani. You're used to more feral intelligences, more instinctual, you might say. This is not a feral raven. This is a near human intelligence regarding you. Cocks its head to the side, does not respond. Waits a moment.
Sorry.
Yep, it waits a moment before responding. You should leave. This is a dangerous place.
Well, of that I am well aware. I was hoping to ask you about your knowledge of these stones. And perhaps, with the best of luck, your knowledge on those that dwell around that windmill.
I mean, really. You should leave. They're inside. You want to know about the stones? Come to Vallaki.
Well, Vallaki is our next destination. Unfortunately, we know what they're doing to children in that windmill, and though we know it is quite dangerous, we must put a stop to it. Children do not deserve to become pastries.
That's all well and true. I don't know that you can stop it in these lands.
Well, even if I wanted to turn my back on this, one of my companions, well, more than one, but one of my companions in particular, the small one with wings, and she kind of points back to her group, Well, Rufus is like charging towards, so she kind of points in his direction wherever he is. The small one with wings, he cannot stand harm coming to children. In fact, we've already almost gotten killed for it once. It won't be the last time. There will be no stopping him, and we refuse to allow him to go in alone. Is there anything you can tell me that may help us?
I have given you my warning. I have given you my warning. Heed it if you will. You don't. You want answers? Again, go to Vallaki. And the raven takes flight, flying off towards the northwest.
She, kind of just somberly watches after him and looks at the other ravens. So he's a friendly one, isn't he?
Ivan? Yeah, he gets like that.
Well,
What did he
my
say?
little
What did he
friend,
say?
You could not understand him? He is a raven.
We got distracted.
Oh, he wouldn't give me anything. He just told us that it's dangerous and to leave.
Dangerous?
Do
Yeah,
you?
there's I think they call them crones. They're inside.
Do you have any dealings with them?
No, they don't like us.
Well, all for the better. You are far better beings than they could ever hope to be. They are evil, and they kill children. They turn them
Yeah,
into
they
these-
have some inside right now.
Her eyes will light at this. Do they? It has been an honor, but I must be on the move. We must save those children. I hope to talk to you later, my friends.
Oh, be careful.
She nods, and then she's actually like will sprint back to the group,
Right.
assuming they kind of continued moving. I don't know if they stayed back to wait.
I think we waited, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so she'll run back to the group because she did walk forward to talk to Ivan, so she'll run back to the group. The ravens say there are children inside right now. As far as these stones, they introduced me to a raven named Ivan. He was of, like, ravens are quite intelligent creatures, but he was of a far superior intelligence than I've ever seen in a raven. As usual, these were more normal than the other raven. They were quite talkative and loved the compliments. I love the cheeky ones. But he did say if we wanted answers on these stones, to meet him in Vallaki. So more reason to go there. But, she looks to Rufus, there are children inside. As soon as I heard that, I took off to rejoin you.
Well,
So let's be on the move.
Rufus is like, did you say there's kids inside? Come on, what are we waiting for?
She'll say, Ivan did give me a warning. He wouldn't tell me anything except for the level of danger. So we must be careful. A warning from a raven is not lightly given. You're muted, Jake.
Right. On that level of caution, I say we come up with a plan then. Do we want to go in all sneaky like, or are we just trying to bust in this place?
Well,
well,
I have one wild charge left for the day. I could spend it to become a small creature and sneak in. However, if they are so magically gifted, they would know, or they may be able to sense that I am, and then I would not be as gifted in combat.
also, I can't sneak. I point at my feet, which are just round stumps. I'm big and fat and not very sneaky, so if you want to go in there silently, you're gonna have to go without me. I'm gonna have to wait here if you want to do anything sneaky in that window.
Well, how about I just try to peek in the window real quick, and then we can make a decision from there.
Good plan.
Wait. You try and peek in the window. I'm going to see if I can find a mouse or a small creature. She starts looking around for a very small animal in the area.
Is there a window on the first level?
There is not.
All right.
Short
looks
question:
like-
how far? But sorry to interrupt, but how far are we actually still away from the windmill? Are we like standing in plain sight? Because if that that would be
Not very sneaky.
So you're probably right where I have you right now on the map. Because
So we are right in
oh wait,
front
no,
of
no,
the
that's right. That was never mind. No, so Shani went up to talk to the Raven. So Shani would have went up to the windmill, but then she would have gone back to you. So you're probably, I don't know, a good 30, 60 feet away. I think that's reasonable.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So Ernest, you do your thing. Try
Ernest?
to get
I feel like Rufus would probably fly up to see what he can find in the windows. Do you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be easier for him than me
Yeah.
climbing.
Rufus is going to stealth.
So Shani is distracted by searching for a small animal.
It's a 12. He's going to see what he can find in the windows. You see him flit up to like the second level, which has some windows. Looks inside. Perception check. Ooh, he gets a 17.
Good job, Rufus.
You see him, Rufus, fly up, kind of like incognito style, secret agent man, like back against the windmill as he like slowly kind of edges forward to the window. Quick, peeks his head in, looks around, and then you see him notice something and then jump in fright as he beelines it back to all of you. And he's breathing heavily. Ah, shit, she saw me!
Well, there goes our sneaking. She immediately stops looking for a creature.
There's that old woman. Same one we saw back in Barovia.
Well, I guess we're fighting or we're running.
Do we just kick in the door now?
I say we go for it.
Shani shifts into a dire wolf once again. And she starts running to the door. Wait, no?
All right. It's this kind of time. Let's run into the door.
I guess, could she fit into a 5-foot wide door?
You'd have to squeeze in direwolf form.
Okay, so she'll wait until she's right inside.
All right, so what are we doing?
Run to the door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start moving to the door now.
Dahlgrim's heading towards the door.
Right.
And as we start going, I want to turn to Ireena and her brother and be like, "You guys, stay back. Just stay outside. This is gonna be a problem." And then I go follow them.
So Shani yells back, "Go spend time with the ravens. They're really quite lovely. Tell them So Shani sent you, and tell them they're all handsome and beautiful."
All right, I go through the door.
Okay. Dahlgrim, as you open the door, this ground floor has been converted into a makeshift kitchen, but the room is filthy. Baskets and old dishware are piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on the door. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear toads croaking. The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with a stench that burns your nostrils. The awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of the room. Warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, and a crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. Shrieks and cackles from somewhere higher up cause the old mill to shudder. The ceiling is about 8 feet high, and you see the same old crone that you had attacked in Barovia coming down the stairs. She has a great grin on her face as she pauses tentatively on the stairs, arms outstretched, palms outward. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie. I see you've come to my home. What is it you want?
I draw my sword and say, "Your blood."
All right.
Who's going in after Dahlgrim? Do we have like a breach order, or is it just everyone for himself?
Roger, you were Rufus, but yeah.
The crone replies, "It is my blood you want. I think you will be hard-pressed." Everyone, roll me initiative.
Is there a button for initiative?
Main page of your character
yep.
sheet.
Oops, I rolled the wrong thing.
So right in the middle of the main page, yeah, you see initiative, just double click on it.
-2. Oh, 20!
Yeah!
Look at that.
I'll take it.
Ooh, double 20 even. Jesus Christ.
It's my sassy comment. That's what did it.
She really didn't expect you to. I mean, to be fair, who just walks into someone's house and draws her sword?
A dark
No,
dwarf.
if someone's house is a children-boned mill, then yeah, you just walk in and threaten them.
Yeah.
Seems like poor security on their part.
I mean, they had the warning raven.
Yeah. We walked up to their front door.
Okay, give me 1 second just to make sure I have everything I need.
I mean, the people of Barovia don't seem too keen on being able to help their circumstances, so these crones are probably like, haha, they're trapped, bitches.
This. Ireena. And Ismark. Alright. We begin the top of the order with Dahlgrim Darkstar. You have initiative. What are you doing?
I draw my Moonblade, and I'm just gonna go straight up and attack.
Okay.
So, I get right to it.
$24 hits. Roll damage.
Good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dahlgrim takes out his longsword, and as the moonlight brightness glows from the blade, he strikes out at this crone, dealing 10 points of slashing damage.
I think that will end my turn for now.
Okay. Rubicon, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
Question. If Doran rolled a nat 20, I mean, I'm not questioning the order here too much, just like, feel like nat 20's pretty, should get to go first.
No,
nope,
so it
that's-
goes off of your bonus, your initiative bonus.
Yep. Natural 20s are only significant for attack rolls. That is the only thing. Yep.
Got it. Okay. All right then. I'm gonna sprint in. So 5, 10, 15. I'll get behind this thing. I'm gonna blast this crone with guiding bolt.
All right, a 21 hits. Roll damage. As Rubicon comes running through the open doorway, he steps within behind the cart, extending a hand, guiding bolt. The radiant energy smacks into this crone, dealing 14 points of radiant damage. It illuminates her in a shimmering haze of energy.
And
Don't forget the effect.
oh, how do I?
You have her targeted, so all you gotta do is click the effect button. There you go.
Sweet. I think I have like a little bit more movement. I'll step back to this corner, and
Okay.
that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Doran, you receive initiative.
All right. I'm gonna try to squeeze into the room. Okay. I'm like 5, 10. Could I move up into melee range if I go right next to Diagram? Could I actually hit her, or
Yes.
is that awkward?
She's
Okay.
right at the bottom of the stairs.
Good. So then I'm gonna just walk right next up to him and whack her, or try to whack her with my mace.
Okay. Did we go over targeting with you, Doran?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So on Fantasy Grounds, you have all your tokens. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your token is selected. So you just click on your token and then hover over whatever you want to target, hold down Control and left click. There you go. So now you have her targeted. You should see that arrow. You see that? That'll tell you range as well. So right now you're within 5 feet. You're in melee range. Now, when you're on your Actions tab, are you trying to attack with your mace?
Yes.
Okay. So on your mace, you have the dice with the +4. That's your attack. And then next to it is the 1d6 + 2 bludgeoning. That is your damage. So double click on that attack.
On the dice. Do I get advantage because of the guiding bolt, or?
Yes, that is automatically applied by the effect.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
There you go.
Oh, that was almost
With
a 20.
advantage, you roll 18, which hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ah, it's a strong 4. Strong 4.
Capitalizing on the glowing luminescence surrounding this crone, Doran quickly moves in, smacking his mace on her, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage, which seems to be partially resisted.
Oh. All right. And then I'm going to move further into the room, like here,
Okay.
so the others can move. And yeah, that's gonna be bonus actions. Not really. So that's gonna be it for now.
Okay. So on the combat tracker, on the bottom left, there should be a downward facing arrow.
Yes.
You click on that. There you go. Ernest, what are you doing?
All right, Ernest is going to move into the room as well. Oh, one more. All right. He's going to burn his inspiration right away to get advantage on this
Okay.
attack. And target the old crone with a silvered short sword.
All right, let's get it.
Booming blade attack. Bam. Okay.
A 13 misses.
Figured. All right, offhand attack with a regular short sword. Oh, why do I have advantage?
The guiding bolt didn't go away. We'll use it. 15 hits. Wait, no, 15 is blocked. She swats it away.
She's got some armor. Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, Ernest moves up, trying to capitalize on the moment. Swipes out with a right and a left cut. But the crone swats them both away. So, Shani, you received initiative. What are you doing?
So Shani is going to... Oh, hold on. I never remember my movement. 30, that's what I thought. Okay, so she is going to enter in the doorway. And then she's going to take... She's going to move here. Seeing the close quarters, she's going to second guess her earlier thought process. She's going to focus on this. Now, is the crone actually, like, on stairs at all?
She's at the very bottom of the steps.
Okay, so she's on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she is going to attempt to drag her from the steps so she can't escape up. So she's going to attack with Thorn Whip.
A 12 misses.
Okay. And knowing that there's others to come in, she'll move to stand on the other side of Rubicon.
Okay.
Like right in front of that chest that's there. So that will be her turn.
All right, Rufus. Did we have anyone taking control of him?
No, but I'll do it. So
Okay.
I feel like. Well,
So
I can
go ahead and
try
take
to-
go ahead and take ownership of him in the character selection. That way you can move him around.
I don't even see his token. Where would I click on to?
If you open up the character selection. So if you go under the player menu and then click on characters.
Got it.
There you go. Okay.
Alright, so let's say he's gonna fly in, and I feel like Rufus would try to cut off her escape.
I think you'd go to the top of the stairs too.
And try to stab this thing.
You think he would rage, right? Oh wait, is that an
Right.
action or is that a bonus action?
Yeah,
Bonus.
he would definitely rage. That
Okay.
definitely is a good call. Alright. He's gonna. So I just double click on the little dice, right?
Yes. All right. A spear attack with a 16 is not enough.
Oh man.
Is it too late to use inspiration?
Inspiration is supposed to grant you advantage. Inspiration is not supposed to be a reroll.
Got it. Okay. I think that's the end of his turn.
All right, Rufus, charging through the open doorway, gives a great shout, moving up to the top of the steps, blocking off this old crone's pathway. Stabbing with his spear, she just swats it aside.
Damn it.
And now it is her turn. She shouts up, Bella! Ophalia, get down here! And she is going to look right at Rufus. I thought I saw a fairy. I think you're going to stay a while. She is going to target him. Sure I have these correct. She's going to target Rufus with a ray. No, that's what she wants to do. She is going to. I'm going to try to smack him with some claws. Scores a natural 20.
Oh wait, no. I'd like to use silvery barbs. Do I target
okay.
the crone or do I target Rufus?
Okay, so you're using silvery barbs, so
Because there's two effects, right?
Yep. The first effect is just that she rerolls, so she'll remake that, and then you get to target someone else with that effect, because that is granting advantage to an attack, check, or save.
Alright then, so I'm gonna target Rufus and silver barbs.
Alright. The second attack is still a hit with a 25.
But not a crit anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, at least that.
Rufus takes 8 points of slashing damage, reduced to 4.
Very good, very good.
Taking us to Ireena, who is going to remain outside, peeking through the doorway. And you hear the cackling upstairs quickly change as you hear footpads begin to descend. Rufus sees a crone. Another. Staring at him from the second floor at the top of the steps. This crone is going to use Ray of Enfeeblement.
That's a hit.
Which is a hit with a 22. A black beam of enervating energy springs from her finger towards Rufus. Rufus is only going to deal half damage with strength attacks. Able to make a save at the end of the round. This lasts for 1 minute. So at the end of each of his turns, he may make a Constitution saving throw against the spell effect.
Good thing he uses a dagger.
All right, that takes us to Ismark, who's going to rush up. Ireena, no, get away from there! Now to the top of the round as another crone begins descending the steps.
We, we can't see the one that cast Ray of Enfeeblement on
Nope,
Rufus,
because
right?
she is on a floor above. Now you see 3 bolts of glowing magical force smack into Rufus.
Guys, we can't kill him, okay? He has to survive.
Oh man.
12
God.
total points of damage. Dahlgrim Darkstar, you're up.
Getting real low.
All right. I'm going to Booming Blade attack with advantage the crone in front of me. So let's see if I can do this correctly. Do I hit the booming blade button at all, or do I just?
No.
No.
Nope.
After.
Okay. Do.
Oh my god.
An 11 misses. Did you do advantage for the inspiration?
I tried to.
Okay.
Did that not work?
No, you did. I wanted to know where the advantage was
for
coming
the
from.
inspiration. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So that misses. So I'm gonna use action surge then and try that again.
Okay. Go for it.
Ugh.
A 20 hits.
Oh yes, right.
Alright,
Yes.
yeah. All those numbers.
Yep.
12 points of slashing magical damage.
Nice.
Anything else, Dahlgrim? You have a bonus action.
Nope. That'll do it.
All right. Dahlgrim takes the moment, using an action surge to attack twice, scoring 1 deep cut on her shoulder. 12 points of slashing damage as Rubicon receives initiative once more.
Alright, we need to kill this thing first, I suppose, so... Oh, wait. Do I have to switch back to me? No.
You just got to open your character sheet.
Well,
So
they're
if
both open.
yeah, you can have both of them open. You have control of both. You don't have to like switch what you control. You just have both.
If you're trying to target, just make sure like you click on Rufus's thing on the map, like depending on how you're trying to target. Or
He's on Rubicon right now.
there you go. Then you're
Yep.
good. Sorry.
There you go. Yep, you have her targeted.
Alright, yep, so we're gonna do... Guiding Bolt with... oh, sorry, one question I had. So I can't see this other crone at all, correct?
Correct.
Alright then. Yeah, so we're gonna hit this...
So that center shaft in the middle of the room is blocking your view somewhat. She would have cover on this.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna step over then to get a better shot.
Right. No more cover for her.
Perfect. And I'm gonna use inspiration. So if I want to use my inspiration now, right?
Yes. To gain advantage, yes.
So I just click on the star.
Click on the bottom left where you have the modifier, the ADV. That'll give you advantage on your next roll. And the star thing, the inspiration on your sheet is just a note. It doesn't actually do the thing.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so guiding bolt.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
Our advantage rolls have been shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of those first spell slots. Okay. And I'm done.
All right, Rubicon moves to the side, shoots out another bolt of radiant energy, but the crone ducks out of the way as it smacks into the wall behind her. Doran, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
Okay, short question. Spiritual weapon is a bonus action, right? So I can technically... Can I do a cantrip and spiritual weapon in the same turn?
Absolutely.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so then first I'm going to toll the dead, the crone.
Okay.
So that's a DC 13 wisdom save.
All right, so you have her targeted. I want you to click that cast button by Toll the Dead, the dice. There you go. Now you cast it. She fails. So go ahead and find the 1d12 because she is missing health. That blood icon is the damage, and click on that.
Good roll.
12 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
She gets told. Okay.
She got that big ball going on in her head.
And now I'm going to try to hit her with my spiritual weapon. And I'm also gonna just blow through that inspiration right now. Yeah, so I have to pick on the advantage, and then she's targeted, so it's a melee attack. It's a 17.
A 17 hits.
All right.
Yes! Okay, so my spiritual weapon looks like
So-
the Bident.
Where do you want the spiritual weapon to be? What space?
Ah, fuck.
Because
Fuck.
you kind of only have this little space up here, so we'll put it right there.
Can I put it right on her? I mean,
No, it has to be in an
Doesn't work.
unoccupied space.
okay, so... Oh god. So I'm just... Yeah, it's gonna be right where you put it. In that little thing between Rufus and her.
Okay.
And yeah, it's going to be the Bident of Hades, so a two-pronged fork that's just going to, I don't know, whack her on the head from the top. So I have to roll damage, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 7.
All right. Doran casts Toll the Dead upon this crone, which takes hold, and as she cries out in agony, with 12 points of necrotic damage coursing through her, racking pain, a two-pronged spiritual weapon, a two-pronged fork, the spiritual weapon of Doran's god, smacks her from behind, dealing 7 points of force damage. That should end Doran's turn unless you want to move.
No, I'm done.
All right, Ernest, you receive initiative. What are you doing?
Ernest is hoping that his short swords start working and is going to do another booming blade on her.
All right. A 16 misses.
Damn. Got really bad luck with this character. Okay, offhand short sword attack.
Another
Yikes.
miss.
He likes where he's at.
All right.
Just get him out of the way.
Ernest slicing away 1, 2, missing both attacks once again. So Shani, what are you doing?
Excuse me, sorry. So Shani. She is going to, instead of attempting to pull this, you would see her pull her crossbow out, and she's going to attempt to shoot the crone.
All right. A natural 1. So Shani. Ooh. You gain 9 points of stress.
She does.
We all do.
I mean, yeah, that's her turn.
All right, so Shani, taking out her crossbow, tries to shoot it, but her aim is a little off. Knowing the children are upstairs, too much stress causes her to miss, taking us to Rufus.
Alright, so what is it that Rufus has going on with him? Rain of Enfeeblement does what to him?
He deals half damage with strength attacks.
Alright, so... And I'm too close to do like a javelin throw, right?
He has a dagger. If you want to use that instead. So
Yes,
weapon,
yeah,
you can use
if-
dexterity.
If you attacked with a javelin from range, it would be at disadvantage, but he's wielding a spear right now, not a javelin. And
Right.
javelins and spears, you can attack from melee range.
Oh. But it'll be a strength attack either way, right?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, so like Rufus is saying, not Rufus, Ernest is saying, he drops the spear, grabs his dagger, and plunges towards the crone.
I didn't mean to click on what I just clicked on, my bad.
Oh,
Action.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I just didn't.
Actually,
pick it.
I don't see a dagger on his sheet.
In your inventory, you gotta equip it because you're on the combat.
Oh, man, all these things I don't even know about.
So, real quick, whenever you're changing weapons, it works differently. So, he's wielding the spear. If you want to stow the spear away, that takes an action. And then to draw out a new weapon takes an action. So what you would want to do if you want to switch weapons is drop the weapon that you currently have equipped, and then you would want to use your, you would want to draw the dagger out, because you can draw a weapon as part of the same action that it takes to make an attack with it.
Okay, so let's do that.
Okay.
So he drops the spear and draws the dagger and, like I was saying, plunges
Okay.
towards his prone.
Got it.
How do I equip though?
I got it.
Okay.
I changed. Yep, I changed it in your inventory. All right, 17 hits.
Alright.
Yes. Oh god.
6 points of damage.
Sneak attack damage is a rogue.
Oh, because he's got an advantage, so...
No, it's because we're next to the creature he's targeting.
Oh. Okay. How do I apply it?
So the sneak attack effect is located on that sheet. Click that effect before you do the damage, but that's already done, so we'll roll a d6. Ooh, 6. Another 6 points of damage. Which does not seem to deal as much damage as you would want.
Not so cool. Okay, I think that's his turn.
Alright, go ahead and end your turn. Rufus does not manage to save against the Ray of Enfeeblement, taking us back to the old crone's turn. Quick, grab the fairy! I'll handle these ones. She... She is going to target Doran, who sees one of her eyes become an inky void imbued with dread power. Forcing a wisdom saving throw, which Doran succeeds on. Ah! Curses! She is then...
Serene like an elephant, boys.
That is all she can do on that turn, taking us to Ireena, who passes. On to the next sister, who is going to attempt to grapple Rufus. Which Rufus easily evades. Taking us to the other sister, who is going to... She is going to target Rufus with a ray of sickness. A ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards Rufus, which is blocked on a 14.
Yes.
Yes.
Taking us to Dahlgrim Darkstar.
Alright, I think we're just gonna Booming Blade on
Right.
the one in front of me, see if we can make some more progress here. Oh,
A 9 misses.
okay. Yeah, that's it.
Rubicon, you're up.
Alright, so he's gonna target this hag with fireballs.
My god, we really rolled. Like,
13 misses.
Not great. And that's pretty much all he can do. So...
All right, one after the other, Dahlgrim swings with his longsword, but the crone finally able to dodge his strike. A firebolt goes wide into the wall as well, taking us to Doran's turn.
okay, question. So I'm right next to the stairs. Rufus is Rufus small or is he also medium sized?
He's small. He's at the top of the steps.
Could I could I like climb behind the crone onto the stairs and like could I share the space with Rufus or does that not work because I am medium and he's small and that doesn't
That... Let me just look at the halfling.
Don't think fairies have that same ability, but
Yeah.
we look too.
That's just moving through the space. No, you cannot end your space in the same space.
Yeah, the creature has to be 2 or more sizes different than you, and you have to be friendly.
Okay, then I'm just going to hit the crone again with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
A 21
21.
hits.
Good.
9
9.
points of force damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna toll her again.
Okay. She succeeds against the effect.
Can I get like a quick? Is it like an action to see how she's looking, or because I remember we have
No.
this like.
Go ahead.
stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
What's she looking like now?
let me. That. That is a wisdom insight check versus the target's constitution deception.
Can I do that right now, or is that next
Yep.
turn?
Nope, you can do that right now. It does not take an action. Versus constitution deception.
Not bad. She could roll lower.
Yeah.
You are unable to decipher. She is hiding her combat state from you.
All right. Yeah, that's all I can do really.
Right, Ernest. As
It
Doran
seemed-
smacks out with his spiritual weapon once again, the tolling bells do not take hold. What do you do?
Alright, so seeing that she has some sort of gaze attack, Ernest is going to close his eyes and keep them closed, relying on his blind sight.
Okay.
It's going to target the old crone, and again, a booming blade with this silvered short sword. Oh my goodness.
We are going to die.
You gain 1 point of stress.
Oh, okay. That's very funny.
Oh man.
Alright, offhand attack. Here's to hoping.
Oh, it has the blind. Okay.
I mean, it was a one.
Okay.
Can I re-roll?
Yeah, reroll.
I don't have blinded on me anymore.
Well, you have blinded, but I gave you advantage attack, so it should cancel out.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
That works.
Other one. Yes.
That is a hit with a 22.
Very good, very good.
Fortunately, this is the non-silvered short sword.
16 points of damage. You all see Ernest close his eyes, but still reaching out with pinpoint accuracy, he buries the short sword into the side of the crone. 16 points of piercing damage. It does not seem to be as hurtful as one would hope.
And my turn.
So Shani, you're up.
You're muted, babe.
She's gonna move down here, attempting to get an eye on Rufus again. And she... Question, how high... You said he's five that's 5 feet? 5 feet up? So
He's
she could
probably like
technically-
8 feet up. 'Cause he's on the top of the steps. Or no,
Okay, so
the ceiling is 8 feet, so he's probably like 7 feet.
So my question is, with her being her height, she's what, 5 foot? How tall did I make her? Would she be able to reach up and like touch his foot?
Not from your current position.
No, if she went to the base of the stairs, like if she saw him and then moved back to like here, would she be able to like reach up and touch his foot?
I would say not unless you're in Doran's space. Doran's kind of blocking that possibility.
And she couldn't move into my space and then move out again? Like...
Well, she has to complete a movement outside of your space.
Yeah, like you can move through. It's okay. It's like, I mean, she's not voicing this. This is me asking.
I think we just have to kill the crone. Otherwise, we're not
I'm just
we're
trying
not
to...
getting in there. Otherwise,
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to think of what I can do to help do that. That's kind of what I'm asking. Okay, so she sees where Rufus is. She will move back to where she was. So she'll
Okay.
kind of see, like, okay, Rufus is right there. She does move back to where she is. And then once again, she's going to target this crone. And this time she's going to say, you know what? F that. Like, stop blocking the stairs, you jerk. And attempt to drag her off again.
23 hits.
nice.
So, magic piercing damage. And then she does yank her towards her, hopefully giving Dahlgrim an opportunity attack.
Forced movement does not provoke opportunity attacks.
That's what I thought.
Doran, please make me a dexterity acrobatics check. Try to dodge out of the way as this crone is yanked through you.
Good luck. Yeah, it's a strong 2.
The crone smacks into you, Doran.
I mean, that's gotta be bad for her. He's a locksmith.
I mean,
Yeah, make me a
like
strength check.
just a flat strength check. What did
So
it do?
Shani, make me a check using your spellcasting modifier. So yours would be wisdom.
Yeah.
See
So you just
how
want a straight up
powerful-
ability check?
Yep, see how powerful the yank is. 16! Okay. Doran, you are actually knocked prone.
She kind of looks, oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's not what I meant to do. I was just sick of this bitch blocking Rufus.
As the crone is yanked across the way, she is going to make an acrobatics check. Which she remains upright. Alright, anything else, Soshani?
She would yell to Dahlgrim, we need to get rid of this one, but help Rufus. He's fighting that one on his own. And that would be her turn.
All right, Rufus. As Soshani lashes out with this vine whip, she pulls the crone off the stairs, crashing into Doran, who has hit at an awkward point. He stumbles onto the floor as she is pulled from the stairs. What are you doing, Rufus?
I think Rufus is going to follow this crone and try to kill it. So, is this spot just above the crone open for him to be?
She would have superior cover because of the odd angle, and you're like at the top of the stairs, so like there's just a little tiny space. So he could.
No, I mean that where that look like it looks like a jug or something's over there, or some barrels or something. This spot.
Oh yeah, he could move there, but he would have to. No, yeah, he could do that.
I figure he probably has enough movement, I presume.
There's enough space between her and the ceiling, so yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, he's going to move there, and he will again attack with...
But he is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the hag up top. I'm moving.
Alright, then. Yeah, I mean...
Is that what he wants to do?
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
Okay. Raking out with claws. Rufus is attacked by one of the hags at the top of the steps, which is a miss on a 17.
Yes.
Nimble little dude.
All right, cool. Just like I drew it up. All right. Cool.
Gambling with other people's money.
Totally fun. And reminder on the sneak attack. Do I have to have advantage for that, or is it just if the enemy is surrounded by friends?
You have to have advantage, or another ally must be within 5 feet and not incapacitated. So you do meet the requirements.
Okay, then I will lash out with this dagger.
Natural 20.
Woo!
Yes.
Rufus loses 1 point of stress.
And
Don't forget sneak attack.
I'll be right back, guys. Get my food from the.
so I should hit sneak attack and then roll for damage.
Yeah, you double sneak attack too, right? That's how that works on crits.
I think so. I mean, I have no idea.
I think it does. But I think it should. Doesn't the program automatically do that if you hit roll damage?
I think it does.
All right, I'm
Wait till
back.
I get- Oh, hey. So Nomad, I added the sneak attack effect. So now do I roll damage? Does that do all the crit and the sneak attack and all that?
Absolutely. It's going to be a big damn.
Alright.
Woot.
Big money.
20 points of piercing
Yes.
damage.
Wow, that's rough.
As the blade sinks in, you see it doesn't quite go as deep as you would think.
My God.
Wow.
This thing will not die.
Rufus, the ladies like it deeper.
Mary, what do you want from me?
Oh my god.
All right, Rubicon, you get inspiration. That's hilarious.
Well,
That was the most beautiful
That was
response to one of my jokes I've ever
So perfect.
heard. Like, Nomad's heard a lot of bad jokes from me. I've never heard that good of a response in my whole life.
That's amazing.
Normally, I just get eye rolls.
You know what? I don't know if that's what I want to incentivize, actually.
Oh no.
Yes, it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask me to play with you.
Alright, so I don't think there's anything else that Rufus can do, so I'm gonna end his turn.
All right. That takes us to the old crone's turn. She is going to grimace. So you really want to play, do ya? She is going to kind of hold her arms elbows tight to her body as her claws begin to crackle with lightning static energy. See how you like this? And she extends her arms out as lightning spits in a line, extending out of the doorway. So this is going to target Doran, Ernest, and Dahlgrim.
And I'm prone.
Can I take a reaction?
Yes, what reaction are you doing?
I wanted to cast Shield.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and cast that.
Okay, first time doing that. Do I just click the little man button?
You
Wait, will
might,
that help against a lightning bolt?
yeah, you might not want to.
Because it's a
So,
save.
so shield gives a bonus to AC. That would not help you
this
on a
isn't-
saving throw.
That's not gonna help. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Good table talk.
yeah.
Yep.
That absorb elements is the
The equivalent. Got it.
the equivalent
Yeah.
for magic.
Orb
My
elements is good.
dexterity is so bad. I'm such a clunky piece of shit.
Dahlgrim succeeds while the others fail.
Full target.
Oh my god, how many dice are there?
Jesus.
20 days.
Doran and Ernest fall down unconscious.
What?
Holy sh!
Motherfucker.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
And then she looks straight up at Rufus. You're staying here. The rest of you, leave us be, or else you're all going to be next.
Wait, where is Rufus, by the way? He's gone on my...
He
He's,
is up in that little nook right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That takes us to Ireena,
Oh, well.
who is going to skip. The next crone appears at the top of the steps, is going to move down, and she
Wait,
is going to target
Sorry.
Dahlgrim with...
So many choices.
All right, she's going to target Dahlgrim, reaching out a hand, grasping him on the shoulder, forcing this wisdom saving throw. Dahlgrim, as you feel this curse take hold of you, your heart kind of catches for one moment. You now have disadvantage on wisdom checks and saving throws for the next minute, because you fail against it. Bestow curse takes hold. Ismark passes. The next crone moves down along the steps. Morgantha, we have some visitors. She is going to step off the steps into Ernest's space, and she is going to rake out with a claw on Rubicon. Rubicon, that is a 17 against your AC.
I would like to use silvery barbs.
All right. She is going to re-roll. Go ahead and put that effect on someone. The second attack hits as well.
I'm gonna put the effect on. Oh shit! The wrong thing.
Good choice. I'm gonna say it post because I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life, but that was a good choice.
How do I? I'm on Rufus right now, and I accidentally targeted Dahlgrim, which I don't want to do.
Click on your token, Rubicon. So once you have your token selected, then all your targeting will go on that token. All right, now you are targeting the crone.
Well, I'm trying. Don't I want to target Dahlgrim because I want to give him the
Ah,
effect?
gotcha. Okay, got it for you.
So, yeah. Oops. Nope. Wrong button. Sorry. Not trying to.
It's all right.
Okay. All right. Well, how much damage are we talking about here?
All right. Yes, silvery barbs. Did you get that on Dahlgrim?
I don't know.
No, it's not. Okay, so I'll get that on him. All right, Dahlgrim. Now you are benefiting from the silvery barbs, so your next attack, check, or saving throw will be made with advantage.
Wait.
All right, as the claws rake into you, Rubicon, you feel pain as 7 points of slashing damage rake into you. And that takes us to Dahlgrim Darkstar.
A couple of questions about my enlarge ability. Does it take an action?
Enlarge. Yes, it's an action.
Okay. And if I took it, would I reach full size, or would I just be constrained by the space
Nope,
around me?
you would expand, and then like other objects would push away from you.
Okay. Wheel, and I can't move past this crone next to me to get at the one that's already injured, presumably.
You can move around this way.
But I would be taking an attack of opportunity. I presume.
From Crone 1, yes. Or you could stand on top of Doran.
My unconscious body, excuse me.
Because he is prone, so you could stand over his body.
Okay.
And then just for future reference, when you stand up from prone and someone else is on top of you, you pick the nearest space.
So I wouldn't be hindering him?
No, he would just pick a new space when he stands
Okay.
up from prone.
And would I take 2 attacks of opportunity? at
No,
that point, or
because
just one?
you would not provoke, because if you move right here, you're still within their threatened reach.
Oh, well, yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
That sounds great. And I'm going to Booming Blade attack. I don't think I have any advantages I can apply. So, targeting the old crone, still doing it.
You swing your longsword out. Oh, you must have. I think you might still have the
I still have
advantage
advantage
clicked.
on-
Yep.
No, I give him advantage.
Oh no, that's silvery barbs. That's right. Okay.
Boosh.
24 hits. 10 points of slashing damage as your longsword cuts into the crone.
And Booming Blade effects, yes?
No. So that is at higher levels right now. At the normal level, it only does the damage if she moves.
Oh, yeah, no, I just
Yeah.
meant... Yeah, it gets applied, though, right? Because I
Yes,
hit
it gets
with
applied.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay. That is my turn.
Rubicon, you're up.
I don't really like my options here. So both Doran and Ernest are dead or dying.
Down, not dead.
So I'm gonna cast Aid. I'm gonna give myself and Doran and Ernest 5.
Okay.
If you want me to, I don't know if you want me to do it or just.
I can get that for you because quick on the combat check. All right, I have them targeted.
There we go.
All right, Doran and Ernest, you both regain consciousness.
And
I'd like to be in this square.
Well, you have to stand up from prone. So on your turn when you stand up from prone.
Okay.
I'll move. Well, if I move, I'm gonna provoke an opportunity attack from this unidentified crone 2. Correct.
Only if you move out of her threatened reach. So as long as you remain inside her threatened reach, you're fine.
No, I'm good. We're gonna end.
All right, Doran, you are no longer unconscious. but you are prone upon the ground. What do you do? As well as when you went down. Uh-oh. Am I losing? Lost connection.
Oh no, really?
Say, I'm still on.
Okay, so we're good. Yeah, I lost connection for a second.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
Doran, you gained 3 points of stress when you went unconscious,
That's not good.
as well as Ernest gained 3 points of stress.
Oh, I lost connection.
Uh-oh.
Do I have to track this stress somewhere, or?
I'm tracking it. If you look at the combat tracker under all of your effects, you should be able to see it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Doran, what do you do?
I was wondering, so in spiritual weapon, it doesn't say anything about concentration, so the spiritual weapon is still there, right?
Spiritual weapon. It depends if it says anything about falling unconscious.
It doesn't say anything about going anywhere. It's just there. That's for the
so
duration.
it is still there.
All right. So I'm going to move the spiritual weapon as a bonus action 20 feet or 10 feet. I can move it like through me. Wait, can I do that from the ground?
Yeah.
My god, do I even want to stand up? I don't even know if it makes a difference.
If you were to stand up, you could move into this space. That's really only the only space that you can, actually. Because this one's blocked by that central shaft.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
I'm gonna move there. And then, can I move the spiritual weapon here? Or is
You may.
it blocked? Okay, then I'm going to move it there as a bonus action, then I'm going to attack the hag. With that, again, the one that we have been hitting the entire time. 22.
A
should hit.
22 hits.
Nice.
It's 11.
11 points of force damage. Anything else?
Oh my god.
What
They're
else
just,
do you want?
they're just not fucking dying, dude.
Do you have any healing spells?
Yeah, I have I have cure wounds. I think I'm just going to cast cure wounds on myself
Okay.
as a first level.
I have you targeting yourself, so go ahead. Do that.
That's 8.
Doran stands up from the ground, slithering to the side. As he does so, the spiritual weapon, the two-pronged fork, tries to stab into the crone. A cry of pain shouts as it does just that, and Doran feels 8 points of rejuvenating energy flow back into him. That should end his turn unless you want to move.
Can I again try to see how she's doing?
Yes, go ahead and make a wisdom insight check.
Because I'm getting concerned about her not being. My god, dude.
That is insufficient. She is still masking her combat state.
Oh, then I'm done. Like,
All right,
No.
Ernest, you're up. What are you doing?
Yeah, Ernest would like to stand up in this square if that's possible.
The spiritual weapon is in that space.
but does that
Alright,
block?
then I'll stand up. So if I stand up here, does that proc from Crone 1 and Old Crone?
No.
Okay, then I'll do that.
He's underneath. You put Crone 2 on top
Yeah.
of him.
Moving the crone. See him.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
my token may have been removed.
Fix it.
Wait,
There we
no.
are.
Hey, I'm back, baby.
Guess who's back? Oh,
Okay. I would like. Can I move through the spiritual weapon square since it's a friendly?
Yes.
All right. I don't. Okay, so bonus action, I'm going to take the cunning action of dodge, move through the spiritual weapons square, and then into that square next to Soshani.
Disengage?
Yeah, disengage,
Okay.
sorry.
Are you still closing your eyes?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
still... Yep. Alright, I'm going to target the old crone with a booming blade. Come on. Come on.
Oh yeah.
That is a
Alright.
hit with a 25.
Finally.
Very good.
This is the silver blade.
She has to be like
Yes, come on.
hurt.
15 points of piercing silvered damage. As your blade cuts into the crone. She falls prone upon the
Oh
ground.
my god.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Holy shit.
Alright, I like where I'm at, so I'm going to end my turn.
All right, so Shani, you're up.
Alright, so Shani, seeing everything, like her brother having gone down, she has like a wild look in her eyes, and she is actually going to target Ernest and say, "Not today, brother," and she's going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on him.
Okay.
Because she cannot stand seeing her brother go down. And then
She. All right. Crone 1 is going to use a reaction to counterspell that.
Oh, counter spell. Nice.
The fancy pants moves. these
Sure.
things.
And that is
Counterspell, their counterspell!
a spell of 3rd level or lower, so it automatically fails.
Oof.
so Shani, and who did that? Which one? The old crone or
Crone 1.
She's going to look at Crone 1 and just let out this feral, like, jungle cat hiss. And, oh, I can't do another leveled spell. So... Hold on. Looking for something. And that hiss, yeah, nope, I've decided. That hiss turns into a growl. And she no longer pays, like, there's just anger taking over. And she no longer pays any attention to the spacing, and she once again becomes a direwolf.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all, but she's not paying attention to the spacing. She's angry. She watched her brother go down.
All right. So as Soshani grows in size, are you going to squeeze or are you just taking up the space?
For now, she will. Can she squeeze and stay there? Because if she can, she'll squeeze and stay in the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
she'll squeeze.
if you morph into your direwolf form and you squeeze, nobody else is going to move. But then you would be squeezing and you would be following all the rules for that.
Does that reduce her like attack abilities?
Squeezing, I think, just gives people advantage to attacks against you.
And your movement is cut in half.
Well, yeah. You know what? No, she's. I'm gonna put myself in character. She is angry. She's just gonna go. She's not gonna think about it. She's just gonna become a wolf.
Okay.
She's not gonna focus on squeezing. She's just gonna go wolf. Like I gotta put myself in character for that.
Okay. As
Nicole,
you do,
player
the
wants
old
to squeeze, but
the old crone is going to get pushed into Dahlgrim. Dahlgrim, please make me a strength athletics check.
Dahlgrim's gonna hate her after this one.
A favorite one.
Isn't she down? Doesn't she not
She
count
gets-
toward?
Oh yeah, that's right. She's prone. Okay, so that wouldn't count. Yeah. All right.
So I would just sit on her and kill her.
Good call.
Great.
Ernest is slid kind of to the side. All right, so Shani,
Ernest will squeeze if he has to.
big
to get
bad
that little-
direwolf.
Yeah, don't hurt her brother in front of her, y'all.
Anything else, so Shani? That is your
no,
bonus action.
Yeah, that's and she already did action to try and cast that spell, so that's her turn. So let me end it.
All right, Rufus. What is he doing?
So this crone is dead or incapacitated or whatever. So I think he's gonna zip over here
Okay.
and
Focus Crone 2. Ernest calls out.
yeah.
Oh god, this is not crowded at all.
Who
Okay.
needed to move?
Sneak attack, right? Because surrounded by friendlies and wait. I guess I should probably see if I hit it.
15 is not enough.
Alright then. I think that's all that Rufus can. Is there... Could he use like his cunning action to dodge?
Does it say? Where's the cunning action?
Ernest, you...
Dash, disengage, or hide action.
Oh,
Not
alright.
dodge.
Okay. That's it.
All right, Ireena. Oh! You put one of them down! Quickly, get the others! Crone 1 is going to cry out, Morgantha! And she is going to look right at Rufus and say, you're not going anywhere. And as Rufus feels... Oops, wrong. As Rufus feels his movements begin to get sluggish, turning into a solid state, Hold Person is cast on him, requiring a wisdom saving throw, which he succeeds on.
Yes.
Ismark. We've got to get out of here. Prone 2 is going to target Rufus and do the same. A wisdom saving throw, which he fails. She is now concentrating on Hold Person, for which Rufus actually falls to the ground. But that's not going to deal any damage. All right, Dahlgrim, you're up.
I'm gonna target. So Old Crone is disabled, still alive. Do I have any sense?
Unconscious.
Unconscious.
So the map went black for me except for the tokens.
Oh, yeah, you got removed.
There it is.
There
I
we
was
go.
gonna say,
I was like, oh, look at all that space I can move
That's
into.
weird. I wonder why. Yeah, I
Oh,
wonder
man.
why it's doing that. It's weird.
To
So
move
I do wonder because also if you look at the like chat thing, it does say right after I went wild shape, it says weasel. I did not turn into a weasel.
No idea.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attack Crone 2 with Booming Blade.
Okay. A 16 is insufficient.
And they got some AC.
For real. Okay. That's it.
Rubicon. As Dahlgrim slashes out with his long sword, batted away by the crone. What are you doing?
So Ismark wants us to get out, but like, like I don't really. What are we gonna? Just
I
kind of
think
kick
he's
the
the-
hornet's nest.
Greatest tactician, yeah.
All right. Well, I. All right. I'm gonna try to move. So, Jesus. I'm gonna move here, which is gonna provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I can't see. Actually, is this spot open?
So Shani is taking that spot.
All right then.
That's Wolf Shawnee.
Wolf Shani. All right.
And
The hag is going to swipe at you as you pass by with her claws, scoring a hit on a 24.
I
And
just would
that
like
is...
to say, could Ernest react to that, please, and do silvery barbs?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I said it a little bit late. I
Alright.
forgot I was muted for a second.
thank you though.
So I got your reaction on there. The con. Back to 23. Okay. She's going to re-roll that attack. And she misses.
Nice.
Thank you, Ernest.
Of course.
Kind of running out of options here, so I think I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at this one.
Ooh.
A good spell.
Wait,
I like
wait.
it.
Can I see both of them? I swear I can't.
So you could like peek a little bit out of that alcove. I'll allow that. Crone
that's-
2 would have cover just because of that middle shaft, but Crone 1 is fully within your view.
Also remember the old. Wait, never mind. Is the old hag dead?
Yes.
She is unconscious.
Okay, actually. Well, let's do Scorching Ray. So I'm gonna target 2 at this, the one that I don't have disadvantage on, or that doesn't have cover.
Okay.
And the one that has cover. So what's the best way to do that?
Do each scorching ray independent. So you get 3. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do the first 2 at the one that's not undercover.
Okay.
1.
14 misses.
And 2.
17 hits.
Yes.
And so we're gonna do some damage.
6 points of fire damage. Now I have the other crone targeted, so hit the cover button at the bottom left.
Cover.
Go ahead and make that attack.
Oh,
A natural 1.
Oh,
That one misses.
sure does. And that is the end of my turn.
All right, Rubicon goes running across the room as the hag swipes out at him, moving past. Silvery barbs distract her, causing her to miss. And as he peeks out from the corner, 3 scorching rays come out, but only one of them strikes true. Doran, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to cast Bane
Okay.
on the Can I target the one that's unconscious? I can, right?
The one that's unconscious? Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna target the. Do I have to do like? Can I target 3 people at once, or how does that work?
You can target up to 3 with Bane, yes.
No, I mean for the combat tracker.
Oh,
so the
yes,
Bane...
yes, you can.
Okay, so it's.
But see something. Okay. So I have all 3 targeted for you. You want to make that cast.
God, they have advantage on everything, dude.
I think
Did
it's
they
just
all save?
wisdom.
My
All
God.
3 saved.
Whoa.
Motherfucker. Okay. I'm mad now. I'm gonna take my bonus action. I'm gonna. Can I strike at the unconscious one with my my spiritual weapon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll get her targeted.
Do I still have to roll to hit, or is
Yes.
that? Okay.
That
That's a
hits
20.
with a 21.
And I still roll damage, right?
No, it just
Or-
counts for death saves. I can't remember if it counts for 1 or 2.
2.
Yeah, I think
thought
when
two,
they're
yeah.
when they're unconscious, an attack counts for 2 failed death saves.
Each
Nice.
instance of damage counts for 2 death saving throw fails.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Right. So
Yeah,
that is 2 failures on her.
Nice.
Yeah, that will teach me to never cast a spell against them again. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Ernest, you're up. You're kind of pushed up against the wall at this point.
Yep, Ernest would like to move to the free space that Rubicon was so nice to make. He's going to target unidentified Crone 2 with a silvered short sword booming blade. Oh, and
That is a hit.
My advantage went away. Why did I have disadvantage?
Oh, because it was. What is the advantage for?
I did the silvery barbs on myself.
Yeah, okay. It's
Can I
because
just
that
roll again?
blinded.
I'll just roll again.
Roll again with
Just in
advantage. Oh yeah, roll again. Then we'll see if
Still
that's.
hit.
Not 20, come on.
Yeah, but he might
Yeah,
get a
but
20.
I'm
All right,
looking for the 20.
That is a hit.
Yep. Oh, yikes.
10 points of damage. And she succeeds on her concentration.
Offhand.
20!
Yes.
And you reduce your stress by 4, taking you back to 16.
That's pretty good.
Fantastic. Alright, well, unfortunately, I cannot put sneak attack on this one since I already did it.
7 points of damage, and she still maintains her concentration. As Ernest moves out from squeezing by the oven, slashing out once and twice, scoring a critical hit upon her, crying out in pain. Bunch of damage coming from Ernest this round. So Shani, you have
time.
received initiative. What are you doing?
Alright, so Shawnee is going to bite at unidentified Crone 2. Oh, I lose myself in these animal things. Okay.
Pack tactics.
Yep,
An
pack tactic.
18 hits.
Alright. And
As your jaws clamp down on her, she is knocked from her feet, falling prone,
Yes.
still maintaining concentration.
now, this is not, question for you, this is not a technical ability, but since the old crone is right underneath Soshani, can she, for bonus action, stomp on the old crone that's already under her? Like, step on her.
It would
It's up
not.
to you. It's not.
yeah.
It's not in the books. It's not technical, but she is under her, so I'm asking.
It would not have any functional effects. Like, you could do that, but it wouldn't do anything mechanical.
Okay. I figured I'd ask because sometimes you're like, hey, I like that. You never know.
Stomp on her anyway. Do it for the morale.
The thematics.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get right
Yeah,
now.
because you would have to be able to make an attack roll in order to do anything, and you already used an attack action.
Nope, I know. So yeah, for thematics, so Shawnee will just step on the old crone.
A deafened thump is heard.
Yeah. So she's stepping on her.
All right.
And growling at Crone 2.
Rufus
All right,
is
Rufus.
paralyzed.
Right, that's right.
So, end that turn.
Okay.
Ooh, Rufus manages to save against the effect,
Yes.
Nice.
taking us to Ireena. Quickly, Rufus, you might want to get out. Not so soon. The unidentified crone is going to cast another lightning bolt. This will catch her ally, the crone 2, Doran, and Rufus. The line moves. Let me see something.
I think it has to come from the center of her square. I believe.
Guys, I'm down again.
Sorry, but I'm trying to catch as many people in this as possible.
Wait,
Let's see here.
So are you gonna catch the prone one too that
Yes,
way, or?
yes, because she's in the way. So this is actually going to be Doran, Crone 2, Rufus, and Ernest.
There's no way I survive this.
Come on, dexterity.
As the lightning shoots out from her, the crone fails. Rufus succeeds. Ernest fails. Oh no, Ernest succeeds, and Doran fails.
God.
Good lord.
The crone is dying. Doran is dying.
Oh my God, Rufus is actually still alive.
Rufus remains
Damn.
alive.
Wow.
Wait, I thought it missed Rufus.
No, it hit him.
It still deals
He
damage
just
on.
saved.
Yep, it still
Oh,
deals
saved.
damage. Wait, no, the crone is not down. Why did it say?
Oh come on.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, I'm
failed. She
sorry,
took
sorry,
full
sorry,
damage.
sorry. It's just the way that I have my text box open. I have to like really see what that's going. Okay. What the hell? Oh no, that's Doran. Okay. Doran is laying down, unconscious and dying. Ernest is unconscious and dying. The crone takes 24 points of damage, but is still alive. And then Rufus takes half damage, and he is still alive. All right.
Man, Ernest, we're really taking. We're taking a beating.
All right. And that takes us to Ismark, who's passing it to unidentified crone 2, who is going to stand up from prone. I'll remember that, sister.
Yeah, just cast lightning bolt right back at her.
Yeah.
She is going to make a claw attack against Rufus. which scores a hit on a 19, and this will be non-lethal damage. Which is enough to lay Rufus down. Dahlgrim, you're up.
Okay.
The hag calls out, "If you leave now, we will not kill you, but leave our sister."
Oh man. Oh man.
My dead
Upon her
said,
saying that,
take the deal.
saying that, so Shani does, she just growls and like barks in the face of Crone 2, and you see spittle flying from her teeth.
I mean, they wouldn't make a bargain if they weren't also at death's door, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want peace if they were about to
Hey,
get ruined.
you're dead. You're down. You can't talk.
I can talk.
Dead people, stop talking.
Stop trying to silence me. I have a voice.
Not when you're dead.
Yeah,
Now when you're dead.
I won't
My
have a
vocal cords
voice.
suddenly don't work
Nope.
if I'm unconscious.
Metagame is okay as long as it's understood that you're not talking in character. So remember, if you don't say that that you're speaking out of character, it's treated as if you're speaking in character.
Just yell at him because I'm married to him. It's my job. He's been really nice to me this week, so I have to yell.
Out of character, I did a little math. Like, that first crone had a lot of hit points. I feel like we all would have known that.
It's true. I'm kind of hoping these other ones have less, but
Yeah,
I guess
I'm also hoping that.
we also
I
haven't
mean-
done a whole lot of damage to either one of them at this point.
Right.
I mean, the one just took 24. I mean, I think we might be able to do this. If someone... Do we have any healing to get anyone else up left, or is it just... weird?
Well, okay, so let me think about some things I could do here. If I took second wind, does that take my action?
No bonus.
It's a bonus.
It should tell you in the ability itself if it's action or bonus action.
Yeah, I just didn't have it pulled up, so I just thought I'd ask.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take a quick bio break.
Okay.
Well, perfect time for us to talk this out.
To some table talk. So, I mean, the other thing, I'm pretty sure I have
Well, with that, I
an
as a
item
player,
that would be like a healing potion.
as a player, I would say I personally don't like too much table talk. Like, there's one thing of making jokes, but like if we're figuring everything out, it can be a bit much.
I think we can do this, honestly. But
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm in a position here where my decision is maybe going to kill people or not, so I
Right.
don't want to like.
Okay, I will tell you this: if y'all leave, so Shani is gonna stay. She's pissed at them, so like, leave the wolf to it.
That's fair.
All right, then.
That's fair.
But again,
Yeah.
like, you make your decision as a character. Don't like. That's why I don't like table talk, because like you have to make the decision. Like, it's easier to get into it, because so Shani can't tell you that. I can't.
Well, you
I
can
don't
do
think
it.
any of
But
I don't think
remember,
any
babe,
of us
they're newer to the game, so
well, none of us really like the idea of running.
no.
Yeah.
no.
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 Ernest ain't running. Even if he wakes up, he ain't running.
All right. Well.
And like,
there it is.
so that's the thing. Like,
Decision made.
y'all know Soshani, and you can recognize the So here's how it could be. Like, you recognize the ferocity on her face at this point. Like, she's frothing. There's spittle flying off. Like, you know she's in this until like she's going to get them, or she's
Yeah.
going to get got.
No, I got that.
Like, she watched her brother go down twice. Y'all have been around them enough. Like, you know what's going on.
Fortunately, we need a way to get our character back up. We don't have much healing options left.
So to get back up out of character, like out of fight, I can make more good berries, but in fight, she can't do anything for anyone else. No.
The wolf form, she cannot know.
No.
yeah, I mean, if you just get me up and I don't instantly go down again, I can get everybody up. But
Well, that's the thing. I could before I went wolf form, but like I'm playing true to Soshani. She got very angry seeing her brother go down, so she went wolf, and she can't help anyone other than herself out in wolf form, unfortunately.
Okay, I am back.
All right.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to take my second wind.
Okay.
Do I just click the little button here?
Yep. $11 points of healing.
Sweet. Now as far as an action with Doran down and I have a healing potion in my pack, is there any way I could get that, use that to get him upright?
Yes, you would have to feed it to him using your action.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Right? Potion of healing administered to Doran, reviving him to 5 hit points. Doran, you are no longer unconscious.
All right.
Oh boy.
And I think that's the end of my turn.
Rubicon, what are you doing?
Alright, well, I'm gonna... God damn, that's too full. Sorry. I'm weighing my options here. Alright, well, fuck it. Let's do this. I'm going to use Font of Magic, and I'm going to convert as my bonus action, and I'm going to convert 2 of my meta magic points into a first level spell slot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt and twin it to hit both of them.
Ooh.
Nice.
And oh, look at you got it. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the one at unidentified crone 1 first. Make sure I'm doing that right. Okay, I think that's right.
You could do both of them at the same time.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they have the cover thing. Okay, I see. I follow what you're doing. All right, so do
Yeah, I
the
just
Crone
figured
1
make it
first.
easier. Yeah. All right. So, guiding bolts.
An
Damn.
automatic
Mother.
My
miss.
God.
What is going on? Y'all
Yeah.
need to y'all need to change your dice colors.
Yeah, this fight's not going our way.
All right, Crone 2, cover.
Oh, for the love of God, please.
Zap.
That
And
one
it-
is blocked.
Well, I'd like to use a special ability I have.
All right. Ooh,
Favored
yeah.
by the gods.
Favored by the gods. Roll a 2d4 and add it to the total, possibly changing the outcome. This would stand for both of them. But the first one was a fumble. Okay, so roll me a 2d4 and we'll add it.
How do I roll 2d4?
Use the dice.
And then how do I make 2 of them?
So right click on the dice.
Oh, right.
And it gets that radial menu. Roll that in the chat box.
There we go.
Not bad.
19. Your first guiding bolt buries into the wall behind Crone 1, but the second whips around the central shaft and smacks into Crone 2. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage and...
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
14 points of radiant damage as the shimmering, sparkling energy illuminates her, making her easier to target.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right,
Okay.
Doran, you're prone on the ground.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
First thing. Second thing, I can try to see how someone's doing before I do anything, right? So the
Like an
check
ally?
to see how... No. I mean the inside check to see how bad someone's like hurt.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do it on the crone, you would have to perform a medicine check now because she's unconscious and you would have to be next to her.
No. I mean the like my inside check versus their deception check to see if they are like badly damaged or if they are like just a little bit hurt. Which I failed already on the other crone. I can do that before deciding what I'm
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to see if unidentified crone 2 is how bad she's hurt.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll it out.
Yep.
Dude. They're just getting worse.
That is insufficient.
My god, dude. Okay, well, I mean, I'm still... she has to die. We have to get them down somehow. So I'm going to hit her with the spiritual weapon. I try to hit her with the spiritual weapon. Oh my god.
That is a miss.
Okay, I'm gonna toll the dead on her. Hope to do something.
She said you could heal us earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could heal us when we're done.
Oh.
When
I
we're
thought
done.
you meant,
Yeah, I thought you meant turn.
Okay, I was badly communicated by me then. Yeah. Then let's just hope I'm not going to die right again. I can still heal us then if it gets really, really bad. Okay, Toll the Dead. Let's go. She's still... Man, those wisdom saves are not working. Oh, God.
It succeeds. As Doran gets up from being knocked unconscious once again. That being said, 4 points of stress to Doran for being knocked unconscious again. You're at 7. Ernest receives 3. And then Rufus is going to gain 6. That's 7 stress. All right. Ernest, please make me a death saving throw.
So, I have 2 failed death saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because I have it. I have it automatic on my end. Please roll this in the tower.
Gotcha.
Okay. That takes us to Soshani.
So I do have a question, again, out of character. So when she wild shaped, Soshani still had 2 good berries on her. Since she is wolf, those are just part of her, or is there a way for her to access them?
How do you have your wild shape with your inventory? Does it fall to the ground, or does it remain on you?
I don't know the wild shape rules.
You get to choose.
I believe it remains on her and just becomes like part of her form.
Okay, so then it's melded to you, and you do not have access to those.
Okay, that's what I figured, but it's my first wild shape, so I thought I'd ask. Okay, so she is going to, if it lets me be actually Soshani. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I'm targeting Clone 2. Okay, so she is once again going to, Clone 2.
You hit with a 23. 10 points of piercing damage as she is dragged to the ground once again.
Okay. And, I don't think I can really do that. So she is going to, there's no way for me to actually do it. She is going to kind of shift. So she has one leg like right in that corner, so like blocking between the Crone 2 and Ernest. There's no way for me to do it, but that's just like, imagine real life, she's gonna kind of attempt to put her leg between them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Like kind of protective of her brother.
Rufus rolls a death save.
You want to get that, Nomad?
Yeah, I got it. The Crone is going to make a death save.
Can't she just die?
Taking us to Ireena, who skips to Crone 1, who targets Rufus, saying, you asked for it. She's not going to target Rufus. She's going to, let me see. Yeah, she's going to extend out a finger as one magic missile buries into Rufus.
Uh-oh.
Another buries into Rufus.
Holy shit.
And
Oh my
a third buries into Ernest. So that is two deaths on Rufus and one death on Ernest.
Okay.
Taking us to Ismark. And at the end of his turn is where we are going to have to end this session.
Oh god.
Tense.
Oh god.
So thank you all for tuning in and being here with us for this dreadful, horrific tale traveling through the lands of Barovia, the Curse of Strahd. This production has been from the Tavern League. I am your host and Dungeon Master, tNomad. I hope you guys all had fun and enjoyed this. This is a very tense moment in the campaign, and we will see what happens next time we join again at the table. It's looking like next week, Wednesday. So make sure to put that on your calendars. Come join us at the table once more to see how this fight ends. Exactly what is going to happen with these night hags and our group of heroes. Check me out on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. I got Twitch. Follow me on there. Give me a subscription if you find value here. Definitely appreciate it. If you don't want to subscribe, that is perfectly fine. Just come in, tune in, come stream time, chat in the... Send in some messages in the chat. I see Biz GF Rip 3 Night Hags. Yeah, I'm actually surprised with how formidable this group was in this encounter. But let's see. Do I have anything else? Check out my Games Master profile on startplayinggames.com if you want to join in on a campaign of your own. I have a few going right now. I have some openings. So yeah, if you're interested, if this looks like fun to you, you want to get in on it, send me a message and let's talk about what we can do. I don't have a whole lot of availability, but I am always trying to get more games. But for now, the last call has sounded off. So thank you all for tuning in, for being here. But as we give off a final salute, bar close has come. Go ahead and tip your mugs back. Thank you so much for being here. This has been the Tavern League.